I just realized that I could have just gone background bracing if I was going to expend all this wood build up. I could have just expanded back here and had safe turbines, but you know what? Safe turbines are for those who are too afraid to expose their turbines to real danger. So you know what? I think this is going fine. Also, all the people in my lobby are complaining as usual about the ping, as they're all from Europe and not from Asia. I mean, the Asians actually have decent pings in my lobby. The Europeans have terrible pings. They're actually on the opposite end of the world, but there's no Asian players at this time. All the Asian players are asleep, so people only lose. And you know what? Big loss for them. Oh, so I do have the chat on screen. Okay, and the audio is working. Hello, Damien. Are you doing good today, Damien? I'm doing quite good today. I woke up, and all the emails in my school inbox were like, you don't have the qualifications, or they just didn't respond. I realized that I need to get an approval code for one of my classes, which is a big headache. So you know, there's a lot new lobby. Yeah, it is the first game. Everybody tends to suck in my first game. This guy sucks. This guy is not great. This guy looks fine. People on my team actually know how to play the game. It looks like, I think it's about to be a really one-sided stomp, but you know what? That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you just need a game where it's completely unfair and nobody has fun. Because I don't imagine we're gonna have fun either. We're gonna win super fast. Haven't watched in many months. How's the college stuff going? College is going great. Except for the fact that I have a midterm tomorrow that I haven't studied for at all. And it's one of the midterms that actually matter for my major. Like, I need to get a good grade on it. But, like, you know, that's tomorrow. Surely I can get up at, like, 3 a.m. and start studying, right? I feel like that's kind of, like, the law around here. Like, if you're not studying at the very last minute, are you really a college guy? I don't know, it just feels like, I just feel it in my veins, the fact that I need to study in 2 hours from now and not right now. So, you know, yeah. But I mean, it's just a math midterm, how hard can it be? I mean, I do all the homework, right? And, you know, that always worked in high school, so thereby it must always work in college. Goddamn. Fingers are cold again. Any twitching? You want Twitch on? There you go, you can have Twitch on. You know what's funny part about Twitch? I noticed that, like, at least when my internet used to be absolutely terrible when I still lived with my mom, whenever I had Twitch on, the stream would lag noticeably more. So I think by turning Twitch on, I'm causing the people in my game lobby to have even worse ping than they usually do. Which is, this is actually just kind of funny. Because, well, they're European. And I mean, either way they're going to complain. So if they're going to complain, may as well make it worse for them, you know? I'm not, you know, maybe if they weren't annoying me so much, I'd be sympathetic to their arguments, but now that they're annoying me, so, not happening. You know where I am with college, a project draft due at midnight, I have 2 hours left, therefore I'll start at 10 p.m. Yeah, you know what, that seems, but I mean, if it's just a draft, then, like, it's just a draft, man. A draft tends to be absolutely terrible. Like, nobody's expecting you to turn in something good with the draft, so, I mean, like, you can just make the case that, oh, I didn't realize that's how the rules work, and it's just a draft anyways. So, do all the, I mean, like, well, the fact is, if you don't work on the draft, though, then you do push all the work onto later, which is also kind of a questionable decision. But, you know, I'm sure you've got it down pat. You know, you seem like a very smart guy. If you study last minute in Europe, you probably get a 5 out of 10. Yeah, but I feel like if you're studying last minute in Europe, like, the school's actually hard there, right? Like, here, not so much. If they fail too many people, then people will just stop coming to the college because it's too difficult, and then they'll lose their precious tuition money. So, you know, they're also a little bit incentivized to dumb it down for normies like me. You know, they can't make it too difficult, otherwise their cash flows will dry up. And you know what? You know what's more important than being a respectable institution? Having money. I feel like most people can agree with that. And you know what? Colleges are no different. I mean, in most cases, like, they do generally care about money less, but they are still very very money dependent. At least that's what I'm trying to get to. Do I have a forlong here? I don't actually know. You know, that's okay. I should actually stop floating and build another weapon. What is up? Nothing is up. I had 2 coffees this morning. And then when I was going back to my dorm, there was 2 girls behind me, And they were like, oh my god, he lives on the same floor as us. And I was like, I'm not talking to you guys. That's not happening. They were both very, not for me. How do you say this? Because, you know, I mean, they're discussing people around them. And, like, they're discussing it loud enough that I could hear them. Like, you know, they're technically talking under their breath, but, like, nobody's around. So it's very clear as day that they're talking about me. Especially because I just entered our floor room. And then they're talking about the guy who just entered the floor. So, you know, a little bit weird. I don't generally, especially in real life, I don't like people talking about me. Because I just assume it's bad. Now, I think this is like a side effect of being in high school. Where you just assume everybody's talking shit about you. Maybe they're not talking shit about me. But either way, I'm vibing. I had breakfast, I had 2 cups of coffee. I didn't talk to anybody. I should have actually called one of my friends. You know, often in breakfast, I just call one of my friends to make myself feel like I'm eating breakfast with somebody. But, like, eating breakfast with somebody else, like, on a weekday is just practically impossible. Because everybody has stuff to do. Ignore that cannon shot. Because, you know, like, they have school and stuff. Black screen? Okay, man. You know, I feel like black screen would have, like, look, if it was black screen as, like, the first comment, I would understand the bait. But if black screen as, like, the fourth, like, that doesn't even work out. Like, you have to at least make, like, the lies, like, believable. Because if it was black screen, everybody would be immediately complaining. Like, there was one time I had no sounds and everybody was immediately complaining. Black screen is even more egregious. So, big L for my teammate there. It just doesn't work out like that. Holy shit, let me drag this, please. That was odd. I had to restart, restart the screen, just went to black, wouldn't load anything. Oh, so it wasn't just bait. Ooh, average recovery. I don't know if anybody believes you. I think this was clear recovery from rage bait. You're just trying to save face from how, like... Okay, you know, I shot that wrong last time, and I just shot it wrong again. But, what am I supposed to do? Memorize which cannons are off aim? There we go. That one's good. How to get the third one up. Average overdrive OP, just giving me infinite resources. Like so. There we go. Do need another one of these. Yes. Cloud, are you into American football at all? Do you like? No, I don't watch American football, which is kind of unfortunate because all of the guys here be talking about like the football teams. And my dad watches it, well, no, but my dad only watches American sports for the fact of, like, business reasons, I think. He's like, to conduct a business, you need to know all the pop culture references. And then, but I think he just likes watching American football. Like, I think he's just an excuse as a European to save face for watching American football. And he doesn't actually need it for any business, because, like, half the business he does is sometimes with, like, China. And, like, completely unrelated to American people. So I think he just likes watching American football and just needs an excuse to tell his friends that it's okay. But, you know, but I don't watch it. I often just watch it. I'm just like, I'm bored. I'm bored. Nothing is happening. There's just a bunch of people throwing. Like when I'm with friends, I'll watch it, sure, but I'm not about to like start watching it in my free time. That is not happening. I have so little free time anyways with all my work. My day is good. Just got home from running errands, relaxing some forts. It's good. I'm happy that you consider this relaxation. You know, when I stream, I'm definitely just not stressed. No, I'm actually pretty chill during streams. Like, especially because, like, I know the games don't matter. I think games never really matter, except maybe in a tournament. Like, goddamn, tournaments can be stressful. So, like, I think I actually play worse in tournaments than I do casually. Because I'm just stressed out. My hands are, like, shaking from, like, the stress and stuff. And then I go into normal games, and it's just vibing. You know, my hands are not shaking. I'm just doing what I do every game, and I do that well. Except now, which apparently I can't build much. And I can't aim either. Okay. Because my fingers are cold. I should put some socks on. I can feel my feet actually freezing right now. I don't have, like, shoes on or anything. I mean, because I'm in my own room. But, I mean, it's also kind of concerning. But I'm going to be back in, like, 2 minutes. Please hold off deleting the opponents. Now, the opponents, I'll be trolling, okay? Help? Nah, I don't think there's any help coming. I'm sorry that the teams were balanced like this. This was, very clearly not well balanced. But, you know, that happens every other game. At least it happens more in my favor, because I'm generally one of the better people in the lobby, so, like, teams are going to be unbalanced, at least it's in my favor. So I can have fun, because winning is fun. Well, can you be my coach? I haven't played Forts in a while. I'm not going to be your coach. I barely play this game, bro. Like respectfully, I'm not that good. Like, all the other good players are like, this guy is terrible. Like, they look at my base design, they're like, oh my god, are you still stuck in 2023? Shit's so 2 years ago. You have to get meta. Where's the like immense amount of backleans and forlongs and other stupid stuff? And I'm just like, it's like a lot of work. And they're like, yes, but it wins you games. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And then I haven't played ranked. I played ranked yesterday because I was bored. Another win, but I wasn't playing anybody good. That's mostly ranked. Is you either play somebody that's actually just like downloaded the game yesterday, or playing one of the best players in the game that have like 4,000 hours. So it's either or. And there's also a new map in the ranked pool, which I still don't understand how to play. I think it may just be Pinterest, but I don't know. Split, weird ass map. Don't know what to do with it. I should actually start scaling turbines more. No. Not exactly sure what those are supposed to do. If it's just one, I was assuming there would be like a plasma follow-up with that or something, but no. It was just one fire beam for some reason. Which is, I don't know, questionable. I barely play the game. Well, I barely play the game like anymore. I literally play pretty much exclusively for streams and recordings. I don't really play the game outside of that. Like, you want to see my recent hours in Forts? It's not much. It's like 10 or something. Maybe 14. It's not that high. Maybe it's probably larger than 14 just because of my streams. But yeah, it's generally pretty low. I'm mainly playing like Beyond All Reason right now and other games that I still learn new stuff in. A lot of fire beams on bottom base. I don't think I can really do anything about that. Oh, there goes two of their mines. But I do have a complete wall of forlongs here. I do, yes. I was a little bit concerned that I might just die there. Oh, come on, please. Am I on fire? No. Get all forlongs here. Don't want to die. These people are actually tanking for quite a while, but we do have co-op on Death on, so I imagine all the other players just immediately went into that base and started doing stuff. No, I can't be sure. Uh-oh. That is a blinking strut that I do not want blinking. I just put a door there and then open it up. Kill those mines. You got 3 of them. That's something at least. I'm Anonymous Gamer 010 has been a long time since I met you in a match. Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, if I do record, it's always on my alt account, which then doesn't reflect me on my main account. I mean, okay, pretty much on my main account, I play exclusively streams, and then on my alt account is when I record, so then it looks like I'm not playing that much on my main account as well. So, because the problem is what happens sometimes when I'm just playing the game on my main account, is that people go like, oh my god, Cloud, you're on my team, I'm gonna build an accelerator. And then they build an accelerator, and then we lose. And then I'm just like, bro, please, I just want to win some games. And they're like, no, I'm going to build an accelerator for no reason. And then I'm just like, shit, okay, well, nothing I can do about that. And then I lose, and then I'm unhappy. I'm on fire. This guy gonna die yet? He looks pretty far dead. Yep, there he goes. Alright, Cloud, you're back. You can wipe him now? Okay, I will. I mean, you know what? You're very good time. I just killed another player. And the game is about to end. Because, there's a guy on bottom, and that's it. And I don't expect the guy on bottom to be able to, hold back against, like, the 8 cannons we have on this side. And the fact that all our bottom players are also still alive. And it's probably just GG here. Right? Yep, because now my... Okay, and my bottom players are... Oh, and my teammate can actually aim cannons. Better than I can, probably. No, no. Why can't I place a cannon here? It's built this terribly. It's built terribly. That's unfortunate. Like, can I even do anything with this? I don't think so. Oh, I need to be able to aim these guys further down. Oh, I can aim the upper ones further down. Okay. I hit something important. And I can barely hit the bottom base. It's kind of it's really unfortunate. I probably have to, like, do single doors or something. Why is this all built actual ass? I'll just go like that, I guess. Build a howitzer instead. Start deleting off doors here so I can actually aim. Turn that off. Oh, hello there. That's another blinking strut. I don't want to die. If I collapse my base at this point in the game, be a little bit unhappy, to be honest. Hey, look at, I named this one all the way down. Very nice. Or hitting their stupid energy shields on bottom base. Oh, my teammate getting skill issued. Looks like it. Those design are so suboptimal. They are very suboptimal. You know what? I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Yet, these most of the time still work. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot of people insult my designs and then I kill them. And then it's like, oh, maybe this game isn't all base design. Like, don't get me wrong, a large portion of this game is base design, but some of it is just using your brain and saying, oh, they're going nukes, maybe I should go lasers to counter the nukes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's often like that. GG. My hands are still extremely cold. Why no portals? Because I don't like portal nukes. It's as simple as that. Portal nukes I find to be the dumbest shit ever on that map. There's no counter to them. That last player was hanging on for dear life. That last player was playing really well. Whoever that was, well designed, based, you know, efficient defenses. He was doing some stuff. He was going places, and then he lost. I mean, it really wasn't his fault he lost. I mean, his top bases were just ass, and I also just randomized into getting the top base, which is really lucky. Because if I get top base, it's generally GG on the spot, because top base is OP. I would go 20mm plus rockets. Okay, how about this? I just go rockets. So you ever think about that? Well, what if I just went rockets and then won? I think that's a that's just about as good as going 20mm plus rockets. I'm at least doing half of it. Randomized teams? We can randomize teams. Am I on team 2? No. Huge. Why did I don't think I intentionally muted that guy. Where's your ass texture back? Oh, the problem is that when I reset the files, and also, like, I still have the mouse. The mouse is the base part. But no, I removed that. It's fine. I do like the pure monochrome upgrade stuff. It is also good. What's your top 3 fruits? Okay, what do you count as a fruit? Are we going like by the scientific definition of a fruit? There's a lot of people like disagree on what a fruit is and what a berry is. Like, I like bananas, I like apples. What else is fruits? Are watermelons fruits? No, watermelons are probably berries, right? I don't know what a fruit is. No, okay, I guess we have apples and we have bananas, and I don't know any other fruits. So I think you have my top 3 fruits. Like, are plums fruits? Well, I don't really like plums, so we're gonna discount those. You know, I know that, like, by default it would be in the top 3 since I only know 3 free fruits, but no, plums are ass. I hate plums. Not good. We are Rocket Commander. Very nice. New Rocket Commander. Let's see if they actually added this to active. Tomatoes are fruits? Oh. Are you pulling my leg? There's no way tomatoes are like look at as far as I'm aware, fruits grow on trees, right? That's at least some definition of fruit. And you know what? I know for sure tomatoes do not grow on trees. They are very much in the ground, or like not in the ground, but in the plant that's in the ground. You know what? They're low to the ground, as far as I'm aware. Watermelons being berries, it sounds wrong. Cloud is so suboptimal. I am suboptimal. Are you? Is that a problem? Like, being suboptimal is, I think, is okay. Especially because it's like 44 casual lobbies. Like, nobody's coming in and expecting me to, like, win the, like, play competitive. And I'm mostly yapping. Like, imagine if I wasn't yapping, the buff I would get. The buff I get when I'm not yapping is actually pretty huge. You don't have to dedicate half my brain to doing that. But yapping's also really fun. Like, I think yapping should be, like, become a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, whoever can, like, hold a conversation about nothing for the longest. Like, imagine if that was a sport. Like, that would be so much fun. It'd just be 2 people talking at each other. Just endlessly. Or maybe they wouldn't be talking to each other. Maybe they would just be given, like, a subject. And then they would, and then they have to talk about that subject for the longest. And, like, it wouldn't even matter if they stayed on subject, as long as they could branch it off to a different subject. Like, I don't know, just go into, like, cars and car batteries or whatever. It doesn't even have to, like, the connection has to make kind of sense. Oh, what, they got both snipers? What? That's kind of insane. No, that was like minus 200 metal right there. I just wanted 2 snipers. Good sniping with 2 snipers feels good. Ah, whatever. I don't think it'll matter too much. I hope. Intelligence knowing a tomato is a fruit, wisdom knowing you don't put it into a fruit salad. Yeah, no, that's what my stepmom says. She's a big, thing into like cooking, and then like every time anybody says something that she disagrees with, that she just always pulls that out of her ass, and it doesn't like half the time it doesn't even make sense. I can't even shoot down that far. Like I don't even have an angle on shooting that. Is this exposed? That is not exposed. Can I get an overshot there? Please let me get an overshot. No, I can't. Yeah, I wasn't even able to shoot that far down. That's okay. There was no angle. But my teammates are building rockets, and the enemy is also building rockets. Okay. You know what? This may be a little bit cooked, especially because come on, mortars are actually going to be painful here. As if they get upgraded. If they're just fire mortars forever, I don't really care. But if they get upgraded, that's kind of scary. Alright, I need to EMP this all. Please, thank you. Owie. That door EMP'd open? No? That's kind of shocking. Goddamn mortars ruining my game here. Wasn't for them, I would be doing great. Yeah, a little can't do much here. I think it may just be GG. I would watch Yapping Olympics. I would watch it too, especially if I think the judge would have to add like an interesting quotient to the Yapping here. Like it wouldn't just have to be like normal yapping. It would also be interesting yapping. You can't just yap about nothing. You yap about something interesting, you know? Like, it can't just be, like, you rambling, because everybody can ramble. Like, I can get the homeless guy on the street to ramble for me. But, like, if you do an interesting yapping while a large quantity of yapping, that's, like, impressive. Like, you know, I guess that's literally what just politicians do these days. You know, semi-form of entertainment. I may have to actually start selling off text here. Yeah, there is no cash. I might want to keep myself alive. I'm not only being shot by rocket, I'm also being shot by mortars from bottom base for some reason. It's kind of a moment. But like, I feel like that could be they had breakdancing the last Olympics, right? Like, why couldn't they just add yapping? I feel like yapping would be more successful in breakdancing and would also pull more viewers into the Olympics. Because the Olympics, they need money, right? Like, isn't there like a problem that nobody wants to host the Olympics because it costs like a shitload of money and stuff? So I think adding yapping to the Olympics repertoire would be a huge boon. And okay, well, teammate all has a shitload of gunners, which is extremely nice. Those mortars are what's really annoying me, because I would have resource if it wasn't for those mortars. I could be out being okay. But I mean, I am tanking here. Bottom base is getting a shitload of rockets, which is good. And that guy is about to die. Very good. We are winning. I think. I hope. But I'm gonna write it again. Hopefully you read it again. Oh, I'm not reading your poetry. Okay? Like, look, I have some standards on this stream. I'm not about to start reading art. Like, if your art is cool, I may read it. But like this seems like pretty mid art, you know? Just somebody like it almost sounds like AI generated. I'm not supposed to start reading that. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. Screw your mortars. Screw your sniper. Sniper AA as well. OP. I just got home from class. You're lucky not to have classes for even one day. Yeah, no, I mean, like I have all my classes are stacked up on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. I mean, other than the section I do not go to, I have no classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is kind of based. You know, it's really a good time. I gotta sit at home, play video games all day, and not do homework and stress about the homework while not doing it. I actually had a dream about like having to overdo homework last night. I'm not about to start doing my homework though. And my body can stress all it wants. It's not gonna get like freedom or anything. I'm pretty sure those are just vanilla. Oh my god, voice crack. I'm pretty sure those are just vanilla rockets. I need that overdrive because like those rockets do not seem to be doing much. Do they have extra reload? I don't actually know. Damn, Gunner just does not want to open his door fast enough. That's kind of unfortunate. Hold on. May as well start getting trench gunners here. Like this battle's been going on for long enough. Like this. Some counter rocket gameplay. Like that, or like that. Very nice. This is how you theoretically counter rockets in like ranked games. You go like this, because since there's no buzzsaws, there's no easy counter, because they're purple tech. So, yep. And, okay, nope, never mind. Gunner just misses. Very nice. I love you, Gunner. You're OP. And then... And Gunner didn't fire. Why aren't you firing? Like, you literally have an angle. You're gonna protect me against that. I think it'll be okay, though. I'll stop manually firing these guys as well. Yeah, like, see, it's literally just that easy. That's half the rockets shut down because of one gunner. It's like why gunners are so ass in ranked. I had a lot of fun right now playing Valorant. I am too happy right now. You have fun playing Valorant? I feel like you only have fun playing Valorant if you're winning. I feel like if you're losing in Valorant, all the fun just suddenly just disappears. You know, the god comes down. He's just like having fun. No, especially if it's like super one-sided, which I feel like most Valorant games are. Like it's super rare that when I played it, that the games were like balanced in any sort of way. Most of the times it was just like easy win. Oh come on, they actually have a gunner. That's cheating, and it's trench. Extra cheating. That hurt. Yeah, my gunner was shut down there by my own EMP. Man, if they didn't have gunners down there, that would have EMP'd all the rocks and given me so much space, but nah. Never happening. About F6? You know I can F6 and F8. You know what? There we go. You want some numbers? I bet you're a big fan of numbers. Big numbers guy. You know what? Yesterday I was talking to somebody and I told him about my major, and he assumed I worked in like water. Like I guess he heard like aqua or something. And then I was like, he assumed I was doing something like with the sea. And I was just like, how? Like, not, like, if, like, I feel like if you don't know what somebody's talking about, you should at least have the decency to ask them what it means. Because, like, don't just assume. Like, if somebody has something vague, like my major, I feel like it's completely normal that somebody doesn't know, so just ask them. And there's also a howitzer now. Really? Where's the howitzer? Does man have, oh, that man just straight up just has a howitzer as well, okay. Oh, good for them. Good for him. Eventually, I will die, but I think all of the enemies will die before I die. So I think it's going to be okay. I get a gunner there. The howitzer is kind of terrifying. I will die to just a howitzer and then rockets, but thankfully he's going rockets then howitzer right now. Don't think that's a shot for him. Nah, we are technically alive. No. Please, sandbag. Thank you. GG. Could not deal with the mortars as well early game. What's my study? It's actuarial science. So I'm pretty sure you saw, like, aqua science or something. How does this man have so many storages? What the heck? This guy is storage, right? Which kind of nice now that I'm in his base and he just has a bunch of money ready for me to use. You know, respawn more powerful. And what I'm going to do here is, does he have purple science? He does. Oh, I still have my old purple science set. That's how that happened. I'm just going to get a shitload of gunners and snipers and also a shotgun, I think. What is this doing here? No, let's delete that. Oh, no, don't. Just have turbines in the back, man. Don't put turbines up there. Shotgun like up here. And after that, shitload of gunners, snipers. Alright, please don't die. We both died. That we Why is this man so determined to build energy shields? Like, I just see him trying to place an energy shield everywhere, and I'm a little bit confused right now. Like, energy shields, they're not great. Gonna be honest. They're not busting very hard. Kind of want one of these. And now I have wall. Why are you deleting off the wood? Don't delete off the wood. This is absolutely necessary for us to stay alive. The wood is very important. Why are you selling off the what are you what is this? Why is this man selling off mines? Don't sell off mines, man. What is this man throwing? What, I mean, I guess selling off the storages is fine, but so generally don't sell off the foundations. Do I have to kick this guy? I think I have to kick this guy. This man does not seem like he wants to play the game right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, no, he's just selling. Okay, yeah, I mean, this guy's gonna have to go after this game. A little bit of a troll. Yeah, like, what are you doing? This is very unfortunate. This is super rare. Most, like, I haven't had a troll in ages. Oh, look at this. Unreasonable. Not only am I fighting the enemy, I'm also fighting my teammate. The terrible existence of man. Thankfully, building is generally faster than deleting. This is a very hard base to delete off. I don't know if he will be able to delete off this base, because I am very good at reconstructing stuff. Alright. Do you mind not shooting at me? I'm kind of dealing with problems at home. Why don't you ever choose a major like software, even mechanical? Because you seem to enjoy Germany. Well, I mean, it's like financial mathematics. Well, the problem with like that is that, you know, that seems like a lot of homework. At least from what I've heard, that all the engineering majors have a lot of work to do. And my roommate, who is like a chemical engineer major, he does have a lot of work to do. And I'm like, you know what, that seems like okay. I don't, you know, I'm okay just not having all that work needing to be done. Man, I just don't want to play the game, man. Why is this? Why is he doing this? This sucks. May actually lose the fight here. Alright, we're disconnected from the back. What is the first article? What is actuarial science? Don't major in it. I feel like there's a lot of fear-mongering there. I feel like fear-mongering is like the #1 thing that news articles are like job to do. Like I just, you know, the entire internet is constructed about getting the most attention, and like fear-mongering does get the most. Like all those YouTube videos that are like, guys, we're all gonna die to AI in like 2 years, right? And like, this is the worst news I've ever heard about climate change. And it's like the same news that everybody's already heard. So it's like, you know, fear-mongering is just like the meta in news gaming, I think. So you know, every time I see like something like that, I'm like, is there any, and generally the points are pretty terrible and could be applied to anything. Like, the future is uncertain. It's like, yeah, that's like for everything though. Like, no respect, but like, the future is uncertain for like every single major that's ever existed. It's not just that. Do we have upgrades? No. You know, I sometimes I see those and I'm just like, you know, I don't think those are valid. So, you know, I think that's what's... Come on, man. You stop selling off the base. It's getting a little bit annoying. I just want to have resources. Okay, my teammate decided to take the other base. You know what? You know, that's probably fair. You can probably do something with that. Okay, you know what? You know, it's just gonna die. You know, if this dies, whatever. As long as he doesn't join another base and start selling it off, otherwise it's uber bannable. Like, I want to put him on my ignore list and then ban it from all future lobbies. In fact, no, I'm just banning him from all future lobbies no matter what. And now he's leaving. Good riddance. Okay, now I can actually win the game. Now my teammate, how are you guys doing? I'm in computer engineering. You have to do science, sacrifice an entire 4 years of your life for your degree. Yeah, but you have to sacrifice 4 years of your life for every degree, right? It's just how much, like, of that 4 years are you sacrificing? Because, like, right now, I'm doing this major and I'm pretty chill. Like the work, there is work technically, I'm not doing very much. I mean, like, for some, I think most of the work is, like, later on. Not right now. I assume that there's gonna be work eventually. But right now I'm chilling, because it's like, I'm like, it's my first year of college. I'm still doing all the, like, general education stuff. Like, you know, easy stuff. There we go. There goes the enemy sniper. Is that the last core? That looks like the last core right there. And now I actually have my own rockets. And 0 energy. Okay. That's unfortunate. But man, is it certainly nice to have lost all the mines down here, because the man sold off the core. Makes me a little bit sad. Either civil engineer or yes, Lockheed. I feel like working for a defense firm is like the most OP shit ever, though, because like government money is never gonna run out, because like they never lower the defense budget, so you can never really get fired. And you know, if they do fire you, that's like a security risk. So I feel like if you're gonna work for any company, working for Lockheed is kind of OP. Maybe I'll go work there. I'll be like, yo, I'm a big fan of blowing up foreigners, and I'm gonna be like, oh, perfect fit, and then I'll get immediate employment. Is there a sniper somewhere? I feel like there's a sniper somewhere. Yeah, there is. Goodbye. Actually, I probably should actually focus on actually killing the enemy mines over here, because if I don't kill the enemy mines, I imagine they're just gonna get infinite resources and never die. A friend of mine is doing mechanical engineering and is chilling, and next semester working an internship. Like, okay, but like he must at least have some homework, right? Like, from what I see, my roommate does a lot more homework than I do. And you know, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, where I spend my entire day doing work for a class. Like, it just doesn't seem very fun. I'd rather just not. And you know what? In my major, that not doing that is like kind of what happens. At least so far, I'm chilling. Like, and maybe it gets hard, like as hard as the other engineers later, but right now, which is all that, you know, the present's all that really matters, right? You know, the problems in the future are the future you problems. I mean, that guy is probably cooked anyways. So, oh, come on. So, like, why even bother? I'm not about to start working hard now. I'll work hard in the future, though. But surely me in the future will have a bit better work ethic. You know, I'm sure I'm gonna improve in the future and be a great person, but right now, not it right now. Can't hit that. I've already got a job locked in at Lockheed for a year from now, so I decided to look at paycheck and not the more implications. Yeah, but like, I feel like when you're working at Lockheed, you're like, well, if I'm not gonna do what somebody else is gonna do, right? Like, I mean, I guess what you could do is get hired at Lockheed and then just be terrible at your job. So then you, I mean, I think that actually at that point you just be costing the taxpayer, aka me, more. So then, no, just be great at your job. Be so good at your job that they pay Lockheed less because they're doing. Yeah, okay. I just got a notification for something at 11:15, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And that was a notification for 11:15 tomorrow. So it scared me there for a second. But no, I'm doing okay. My phone almost managed to scare me, but not today. Today I got the upper hand. I do Black Seas. I like Black Seas. Good map. The point of mechanical engineering is a lot of fun studying itself, so you can know all the car modules and the airplane physics and thermodynamics. You loved it? Yeah, maybe if you're a car guy. I mean, maybe I would like it, but I also maybe not. You know, I just don't know, because I've never done like mechanical engineering or anything in that field, so I don't even know if I would like it. I mean, I do play From the Depths, and sometimes I feel like bashing my head against the wall because like shit is stupid in that game. So I don't think that's for me. At least for my video game experience, which I don't know how like accurate video game experience is. But you know, I feel like it's also just like math, but harder math. But there's also more random stuff, where it's also like math and physics and chemistry and a bunch of other weird stuff that I don't really want to deal with. Block the troll. He already left. I can't block him. I don't know who he is. But this game is gonna be a great game without troll. And it's going to be amazing. If you can only just leave the game without doing that, if only, yeah. Oh my god, Noah's here. Are you doing good, Noah? Average Canadian guy and you know, Canada not doing so well right now in my opinion. And I feel like all these like obsession about moving to Canada I don't understand. Like, you're gonna move to Canada, like at that point just move to Europe. Like, Canada seems like Europe but worse, because like not only is like housing way more expensive, there's like less public transportation. It's like colder than most of Europe. Like, I feel like Canada is literally just like, it has a lot of the same systems and ideas as Europe, but it's also just worse. Like, the location's worse, the infrastructure's worse. I don't know. I guess depending on which government you're comparing it to, it's also worse. So like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Canada, of all the places, isn't optimal. Like, I can understand it can be better than the U.S. in some ways, but other than that, non-optimal. I wouldn't live there. I think I'll go planes this time. I don't want to go orbital. I did a lot of orbital. Orbital lasers are also so cool. I don't know, go planes. It's harder to get into Canada than it is to America. Yeah, and also like the Canadians, like look, a house in Texas kind of costs you like $4, and it's massive. A house in Canada costs you like $40, and there's a lot of maintenance because it's cold. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if I was gonna live anywhere, it wouldn't be Canada. If you're watching good, wanting good living in Europe, don't come looking at England. That is true though. Okay, like look, I was talking about like, okay, England is kind of a different, like, whole different shtick. Like, England is just like cooked. Like, I have a British chatter. Like, he used to be a British chatter, and he contacted me on Discord and said, yeah, I can't chat anymore. I don't know exactly why he can't chat anymore, but I'm assuming it's because of something to do with the government. The government looked down at him and said, no, you can't chat. Chatting not allowed around here. I see chatters and I kick them out. Conversing at a free place? Nah, that's some cringe EU shit. Like, we in Britain were better than the EU, so thereby nobody has any rights. Well, I didn't want to go that tech. I wanted to go laser tech, but you know what? That's okay. It works either way. I wanted to go Blackhawks, but not today. I guess we're just doing Meta Thunderbolts. But yeah, the UK kind of like worse. I mean, I don't know. Between the UK and Canada, I think I still want to live in Canada. Respectfully. Maybe if I lived in like that place near Michigan, maybe I would live there. But like between the UK and Canada, I'm of the opinion that Canada is better, for no particular reason. I mean, just because, I mean, I guess maybe there's more news about the UK than there is about Canada, but the UK just seems actually just terrible. Like, unless you live in London and are rich, seems like the worst place on earth to live. Like, respectfully, actual dog shit, bro. I'm not gonna move there. It doesn't sound good. It is Carlo Banamuse the guy selling the base? Yeah, but he also left, and I don't think he's was a viewer, because like, I think my viewers, like, I wasn't even doing, like, I can understand why he was maybe a little bit mad that I was selling off the base and stuff, and I was a little bit cringe. The UK is not that bad. I feel like also the news just makes the UK just sound bad, but I feel like if you're just like a poor person living in like Birmingham or something, like, what are you supposed to do? Get a job? Like, as far, like, from what the news tells me, which I can understand is not the most accurate source of information, which is kind of depressing, Birmingham is not doing it so well, and Scotland also not doing so well. Like, there's a lot of just not good things happening, and a lot of places there. Cloud wins this time. I would. What do you mean this time? I would every game so far. What do you mean this time? Oh, okay. Everybody just assumes I'm gonna lose. Do you guys always look at me and you're like, man, this guy sucks. And then he's gonna lose another game. A little loss coming through. And maybe like in certain areas, like, you know, talking to other people. But I feel like in a lot of other, you know what? I'm actually gonna use one of these. I rarely ever, guys. A dome featured on my channel. This is a rare event. You guys need to like start putting like I wish I actually wish I had like emojis in chat. People could just put like the Pikachu shock face, like, oh, it's a dome. I never use domes because usually they're terrible. I think that's gonna be fine. I imagine this guy's going orbital lasers, and one thing that dome can do is block an orbital laser. Now, as long as this guy doesn't get like a bait EMP to bait out the dome, I'll be okay. And now that I've said that he should get bait EMP, I imagine he's immediately gonna get a bait EMP because I've said it on stream. But I imagine it's always gonna be okay. Like, I imagine it's gonna be amazing. Everybody's gonna be okay. I could also get like a howitzer. I may actually just go howitzers after this after I get like the planes down. Because planes are amazing. Actual just block of wood gaming. It's actually a block of wood gaming is kind of OP though, because like there's no real good way to punish it. Like nobody's incentivized to just shoot me as a front base, because you know shooting a block of wood is generally not the best idea. The state of the world, can we unplug and plug it back in? Maybe it'll fix it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are desperate right now, right? Like it's something like when people have lack of like control and are uncertain about the future, they start like going to extremes. It's like I feel like it's kind of getting to like the Germany 1920s type of shtick, where they're like, okay, we have to go all the way left or all the way right. It was because whatever, like the moderate shit ain't working right now. And you know what? You know what? Can't blame it. It kind of worked. Like there was a lot, like it kind of worked out for some people. Like, you know, they did get out of their economic depression somewhat. They did start producing stuff. Technically, the standard of living came up. Like for all of the problems of like the solution to Germany at the time, it kind of worked. I mean, even after they lost the war, I mean they were still better off than France, because suddenly everybody was willing to give them money for some reason. They're like, oh, oh that's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. I mean, it was just too predictable. You got an AP sniper snipe my shit. Of course, you're gonna immediately follow that up. I'm out of ammunition. But no orbital laser for this guy. He gets 0 orbital lasers. He looks at orbital lasers and he's like, I don't have that. Oh, and they also have an EMP. Oh, coincidence? I don't know. It seems very suspicious. He's playing ammo OP at stopping that stuff. Now I'm vibing. Not getting shot by an orbital laser. Have even more time to do whatever I want. The world as a whole, I say, is a pretty fine state. In the 195 countries on the planet, only 7 out of 8 are in the news as being bad. Yeah, that is true. A globalized news thing does make everything seem worse. But I feel like rising inequality is kind of where my main concern's at. Because when people don't have resources, they tend to, you know, because Rome understood, right? You have to keep the people like at least somewhat happy. Like as long as people are happy, they're not gonna have problems. But the problem is when you start taking all their shit away, and then you know, and then they're unhappy. Like they're not gonna be happy with the status quo. Like maintaining the status quo is so much easier when you have a happy group of people than when you have an unhappy group of people. Like nobody's about to rebel if they're all like happy, but everybody's about to start like doing some weird shit when they're unhappy. I'm just saying. I feel like the meta is to do stuff that makes people happy and not stuff that makes people unhappy. And a lot of people are just making a lot of people other people unhappy right now through their decisions, and you know it's a little bit questionable. I don't know about that. Yeah, Dome, look at that. You blocked the stuff. Yeah, OP gunner. Yeah. Is there any more planes? No, there's no more OP. GG. Anyways, try this a little bit further. I should just immediately kill the core. How? Literally how? How's that man still alive? I get this. A lot of cloud takes are... Yeah, no, I feel like all my takes are correct. You know, I'm a working man. I'm a working man. I slave hard over my laptop every day. I look at my laptop, I'm like, damn, I'm working hard. And you know, I feel like as a working man, I can relate to all the other working men who are just you know, I go to college and I'm just like, man, I'm paying a lot for this stuff, and I'm like, maybe this is lame. You know, why do I have to pay so much for this stuff? Why can't the government just subsidize me right now? Like why do the soybean farmers get subsidies and I don't? It just seems kind of unfair. And I feel like the soybean farmers are just kind of cheating right now, taking my tax dollars for my hard-earned... Like, they need to start subsidizing YouTubers, right? Like, how are we going to take the global market of YouTube if we're not subsidized? Like, I'm just saying, imagine how many YouTube ads we could be selling to China if I got subsidies. Like, imagine, like look, if I could afford editors and, you know, somebody to dub my videos in Chinese, bro, I would be global expanding. Like, you know, they would be, like, we would have a culture victory. Like, you know, like in the Oval Office, they would just get like a culture victory screen from from Victoria 3, and there would be like, oh, big win. We have culturally colonized the Chinese. They now belong to us. So I feel like that is a thing that the government could do, and instead they're subsidizing soybean farmers instead. I don't know, it's a good use of our resources. Fuck. Why do they... What? Why are you not doing anything? Goddamn planes. Betraying me right now. Now I'm being bombed. I don't know why they're bombing me, because I'm literally... Again, I'm a block of wood. Not much to be bombed here. Like, I don't know why they're not just bombing this guy. Because if they were bombing the other guy, we'd be in trouble, but they're not. So we're doing okay. I don't know why my planes were just refusing to actually bomb them. Though I imagine if I get the higher angle, then it will start bombing them. Which is kind of the goal. To bomb them. I'm a big fan of bombing people. Except when they're real people. If they're real people, not a big fan. No, that's not good. But fake people on the internet, that's pretty good. War Thunder, based. Except I've never played War Thunder. All I know is that War Thunder is pay to win. And by definition, I cannot play it because it's pay to win. I don't play pay to win games. They're terrible. Not happening. Uh-oh. I prepared for many years for this. I'll be okay. Oh shit, that actually got all the way through the... Okay. I didn't prepare enough. I was not expecting it to go that deep. I thought like 2 layers of wood and some sandbags would be okay, but it was not. It appears I have overestimated my defenses. Anyways. This man have purple... This man has all the text but purple tech. Okay, I'm gonna get purple tech. And then... It's less pay to win and more pay to progress. What's the... Okay. Can you... Like, is this rage bait? Is this rage bait? Pay to progress is the same thing as pay to win. Right? Like, somebody's about to go to Clash Royale and say, oh, it's not pay to win. You just have to pay money to progress to the next arena. Because if you have trash cards, you can't go to the next arena. It's like, yeah, but if you want to join the competitive scene, you do need to pay. Because, like, everybody just plays with the maxed out cards. Like, is it any different in War Thunder? Like, does War Thunder have a different system than that? Like, I feel like oh, very nice. Enemy laser. Oh, 20mm OP. Majority of that man's planes just got shut down over nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna start shotgun maxing here. Because, you know, shotgun maxing is just kind of based. And protecting your teammates is what real men do. I do realize I'm completely blocking my teammates' energy production, but screw that guy. You know, I will protect him. I'll return the favor with shotguns. Yeah. Give me some of these. Cow doesn't play pay to win. This is why I let you clap. Yeah, no, I don't like. There's a few pay to win games like I technically play on mobile, just because it's a fucking mobile game and there's no way to get around that. Like right now, I occasionally play PvZ Heroes, but honestly, I have like, I mean, once you have OP cards in that game, it's no longer pay to win because you have the OP cards, which I currently have. There's one deck every game, but like. Most pay-to-win games I just don't find fun. Like it just doesn't feel good. Like all the skill in the world, and then you get paid to win. I just don't like it. Skill-based games I find a lot better. Like I mean, like I guess you can say Valorant. Like Valorant, I find is still a cool game mainly because of that. Like I understand you can buy characters and stuff, but like normally, like all the the default characters are pretty good. Actually, the one issue I do have is Apex Legends, because like they lock like all the content behind a paywall, and I understand that's just like, you know, what is it, EA? Yeah, I understand it's just EA, but still, like I understand it's not technically pay to win, but Apex Legends does feel a little bit more extreme in that category, which means I'm not very happy with them. Goodbye, gunners. Shotguns OP. Nice ammunition. You play chess? Well, yeah, I do. I used to play chess in like, how do I say this? Junior year of high school. I got to like 1200 and then I quit. I was like, this game's boring. Not enough explosions for me. I used to play chess. It was fun. I got to 1200. Like I enjoyed bullet the most. If I was playing chess again, I would enjoy it because like other chess, there's too much thinking. Like if it's not bullet, like brother, like you have to think about your moves. It's not just like muscle memory of move queen. Like bullet is kind of just based because you just move your queen around, and once you lose your queen, it's practically GG. At least at the lower levels, which it's kind of fun. It's like, oh, who blunders their queen, and then flags the enemy. Man, how much that was like what? This guy just has infinite metal to spend on gunners. What the heck? How much money is this guy throwing into gunners? Like it's literally just endless slaughter. Like this is oh my god. Is that the Japanese be feeling? Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess he doesn't need metal visors firing lasers. I hope there's more gunners. Goodbye, gunners. Chest needs a new piece like a howitzer. That is true. Imagine if there was a ranged chest piece that could kill anything two squares in front of it. Just in fact, just blow a hole. Just get a howitzer, blow a hole in the what is it called? Pawn wall, and kill everything behind it. I have invented this thing called a shotgun. A shotgun is very good. And so I'm using all my APM and actually just microing the shotgun, so like you guys can't do anything. Sports player Y updates. I mean, there's actually there's a frequent updates. Like we got high seas, right? They're about to get the Firebird update event. About to get, I say with no update date released, because there is no update date. He's just like, well, this exists. Probably gonna be released in like a year or something. Like I wish they just did it like High Seas, where there's like, oh, this exists now. Like I found that to be kind of cool. Uh-oh, that's double Nighthawk. Very nice. Teammates OP as usual. Yo, hello, Nightly Paintballer. Isn't every piece in chest range except for the pawn and king? No, because they have to themselves. Like, every piece is technically melee, right? Because every piece goes up and then stabs another piece and then takes their spot. There's no piece that can just go in and then shoot them from a distance. Like I understand that it's called, like, sniping, but it's no different than somebody running really fast and stabbing you. Like, you have to understand, like a bishop going across the board and then stabbing somebody, that's just them being like a super fast moving character, right? Like I imagine it's like the image in my head, what I have is just like the bishop sitting in like a Ford F-150 and then just driving into another piece and then just eviscerating them, you know, turning them into mere dust, and then taking their spot, and that's how it operates. Is that just an exposed plasma beam? I'm not about to start shooting it with the rocket. It's not worth it. We have no efficiency because of the turbines here. That's kind of funny. I just stopped all the flotation. Is that our howitzer? That is our howitzer. Oh, very nice. The enemy also knows how to use shotguns. No, it's OP. Well, that was a joke about Roblox love updates, and force players have updates, but YouTube decided not to publicate my comment about Robloxers. Oh, does YouTube just ban Roblox these days? They're like, oh, Steal a Brain Rot was too powerful. I was actually looking up Steal a Brain Rot before the stream today, because I was like, somebody mentioned this in chat, and not gonna lie, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, like, look, it has a funny Brain Rot name, and it looks like it's a normal-ass gameplay loop for Roblox, where you grow your money, and then rebirth, and then grow your money again, and then rebirth. You know, so, like, I can understand why it's so popular. And, of course, there's also Roblox microtransactions. Like, I can't imagine how much money you can make. Like, I feel like just selling games to, like, small children is the best marketing strategy. Because they'll spend money on the stupidest shit imaginable. And, like, Roblox is kind of, like, Roblox are kind of just genius by creating a competitive marketplace where the best, like, anybody can post their games and the best games win. Like I could post a game on Roblox, right? I just go like look up a YouTube tutorial and post the shittiest thing ever. And like if kids enjoy it, no matter how good or bad the game, like the game could be objectively dog shit, but as long as the kids enjoy it, like it doesn't matter, and it just generates Roblox maximum cash flow. And they take like 70% of the money, right? They're like it's OP. Like whoever invented Roblox, actual genius. Fucking grind, like just make kids competitive marketplace for games, and it's free. And yeah, it's just I can respect it. That said, there are a few. I understand that there are a few good games on Roblox that are not pay to win that you can just get skins in and stuff. But most of them, let's be honest, not exactly bussin'. Make forts in Roblox. God, like the Hoi 4 clone in Roblox. Actually, I kind of want to learn how to play the Hoi 4 clone in Roblox just so I can start beating up children. Because let's be honest, the people in Hoi 4 are kind of sweaty. So if we just played Hoi 4 in Roblox, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Do you play Roblox? I do not play Roblox. I played Roblox like back in early high school when I played like Escape the Facility with my friends. Escape the Facility was actually quite fun. I enjoyed that game. Because it was like, you know, I think it was like based off Red Dead Redemption or something. It seems kind of similar. But I had fun. Like, well, we didn't play all the like, what is it called? Like all the grinding games where you just lift and then gain strength and lift some more and gain some more strength and buy a new dumbbell to gain more strength. I feel like those types of games kind of the bottom of the barrel. Like, there's cool, funny, big numbers, sure, but nothing even changes. The number just gets bigger. And I feel like it's actually the same thing with, like, gacha games. Where it's like, because, like, I'm watching my roommate plays Genshin Impact. And, like, I just watch him, and like, there's just a large number of numbers, but he never seems to do anything new, right? It just seems like a lot of bigger numbers, and the numbers get slowly bigger as you progress, and that is it. And, but, like, respectfully, all the fights stay the same. That said, though, the women are also hot, so I can understand where the attractiveness of the game comes in. But, nah, not for me. Simulators are all just cookie clicker with different visual. Yeah, but, like, imagine cookie clicker, but it's 3D. Like, 3D cookie clicker is at least an upgrade on cookie clicker, right? Like, imagine there's cookie clicker, but there's also a bunch of other people clicking cookies next to you. Like, I can understand the appeal to small children. Like, I was a big fan of cookie clicker when I was a child. I don't shoot the shotguns. Oh, man. That's rough. Is this going to be a plain finish here? Kind of based. Did he just miss? Did he just miss? Nope. Oh, nice. Very good shots. I'm not gonna be able to sell this off, am I? Okay. Whatever. You love Cloud? Oh no, not another howdy. No, please, I can't take your affection. It makes me uncomfortable. No. I'm pretty sure I got an old friend of mine addicted to Roblox Baby Simulator. Roblox Baby Simulator. Are you kidding me? Is that a true way you have a child? And then the goal is to have another child? Guys, I'm having 400 children per second so that I can buy the hospital upgrade, which makes all of my children less likely to have birth defects, so then I can have 700 children per minute. Is that a thing? Am I getting the idea of Baby Simulator right? That was 3 games because I have 3 wins. Oh yeah. How we forget about Howdy. Howdy scares me. Every day Howdy isn't in chat is a good day. Because then I'm not getting felt uncomfortable. No, you are the child and the goal is to become gigantic. Oh. Interesting. Have you heard of Escape from Tarkov? I have heard of Escape from Tarkov. In fact, a few of my friends were playing it on Discord yesterday. And, you know, seems like a game. It's an extraction shooter. And I'm not going to play it. I also heard that Arc Raiders is a thing now, which I'm also not going to play. There's a lot of games these days, and most of which I'm not going to play. And you know what, for good reason. Because they are annoying and hard to play. Actually, you know what? I'll ban Phantom still. Shock. There we go. All the stupid commanders banned. In high school, I was obsessed with Blocks, Fruits, and Roblox. Oh, actually, some of my friends in high school played Blocks, Fruits. But it's just the kind of the same deal. I played it for like 2 hours, and I was like, I'm bored. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing in this game. I'm just going to an island, beating up some mod, and then mobs, and then going to the next island. And I was like, is this it? Is this it? Where's the part where I beat up the children? Like, the greatest part about, like, Forts and Age of Empires and Beyond All Reason... Well, Beyond All Reason is different, and Age of Empires as well, I guess, because they're all 40-year-old men. So instead of beating up, like, middle schoolers, in those games, you just beat up, like, you know, engineers that are in, like, that have been working for 20 years and are just looking for a break after work. So it's a little bit different. But in Forts, it's mostly, like, young people. So, like, actual children. But I feel like in Roblox, if there are multiplayer games... the children are just too good, though. Like, on all the shooter games on Roblox... Oh, I forgot co-op. And all the shooter games on co-op are on Roblox. All the children have, like, 3 billion hours. And then I just get destroyed by them. I'm like, this sucks. Stupid ass game. Why is everybody so good at this stupid like Roblox but CS:GO or whatever? Like it's kind of crazy. Aw. Anyways, that should be GG. I did get the AP sniper, which is the only one that matters. Goodbye enemy stuff, and we should start expanding forward. The Roblox, as all in all, not going to be playing games on there. They're either all pay to win or they're all super sweaty. But I mean, I feel like the sweatiness just comes with how big a game is. Like the sweaty, like the larger a game is, I feel like in general the sweatier it becomes, because I mean, it kind of makes sense because then there's more competitions, then people are incentivized to be good, and that's why I look so good at Force, because everybody else is ass, because nobody actually wants to play this game seriously because it's Force. Like who knows about that? Like who wants to become like a good player at Force? Like that is like the worst thing you could do. Like, the negative social credit you get is just massive. Very nice. Let's actually cover that door. Have you ever heard of the Battle for Middle Earth real-time strategy? I used to watch that on YouTube when I was really young. Battle for Middle Earth. Shit, was that the game with the elves and the dwarves? For some reason, there's like goblins and there's dwarves in my head when I hear Battle for Middle Earth. Am I going insane, or is that the game? Is the game with all the like goblins and dwarves and weird shit and stuff? I have I have a medieval image in my head, but not like a medieval. Oh, place them back here. Am I getting this correct, or am I going insane? I feel like Battle for Middle Earth just sounds like a game with a lot of dwarves. Because, I don't know. Maybe it should be like Pickaxe Miner. He double doored. That's cheating. Pickaxe Miner I would play. I feel like just some basic stuff like that. And I'm actually gonna metagame here. Do that. For their rockets that they are definitely getting. Yeah, they get 0 energy production. And one of my teammates is actually okay, everybody looks like we've split up roles. I'm pretty sure that's a sniper up there. That's either a sniper or a rocket. Either way. Shouldn't be too. Oh, that is a buzzsaw. Hello there, buzzsaw. Are you doing good today? That is also a buzzsaw. That is 2 buzzsaws. I had a piece of metal that was building there. That is not very nice. No more buzzsaw for you. Screw off. I do not like your buzzsaw. Not a big fan. Oh my god, OP turbine from teammate. Shoot the buzzsaw. It's right there. Yep, buzzsaw has been successfully killed. We are in the money. And now we just get fast reload rockets. I'm gonna kill that. Sniper immediately. Another buzzsaw as well. It's looking pretty bad for them, not gonna lie. Now that there's 4 hurricane rockets up. And they have 0 snipers. And they have pretty much nothing. Anyways, go back like this. Should I actually start taking their space? Like that. We are on fire. Is somebody getting... Oh my god. He's getting owned on the other side. Wait, no. Oh wait, it looks like the edges are owning the edges, but we're also winning the middle. So we're winning 2 out of 3 fronts. Which should mean that we win this game. We're also just completely out of... Well, hello. Resource production. Deep Rock Galactic Stream. When? Deep Rock Galactic Stream? Never. I don't even have Deep Rock Galactic. I understand that it's like a game for nerds, but I never got into it, and I don't really want to. Like, from what I heard, like, the game is fun, but it also gets repetitive. I mean, like, getting repetitive is just like every game, I guess, because I guess you could even say Forge, like, oh, all you do is build a rocket every game, and then that's the entire game. Like, nothing new ever happens. But yeah, but like, single-player games in general, where you're not just, like, beating up another player, because I feel like there's a different satisfaction to games where you're fighting another player than there is games where you're just fighting an AI or something. Because games where you fight another player, it just feels better when you win, because you know that, like, not only are you winning, you're causing somebody else pain, and there's some satisfaction in that. You know what I mean? That sounded a little bit unethical, but I'm pretty sure everybody understands what I mean. GG? Yeah, it's probably GG. We even have... Hey, no, hey, team killing? Team killing in my band. Who is this? Who's firing the rockets? I don't actually know. Banned. He's gone. In fact, all my teammates are just gonna get banned at my... That was unreasonable. Did you see that? What's your favorite movie? Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. I actually rewatched the whole series because they're taking Austin Powers off of Netflix. So I rewatched the whole series like a week ago. It was peak. Still peak. Still the best movie series ever in my opinion. Actually, Borat is also pretty good actually. Ah, shit. Nah, there's a lot of good movies out there I like. Austin Powers was good. Borat's also good. Fuck. Another movie I like. Actually, you know what? Between those two, I feel like those are two of my favorite movie series. Oh my god, it's Noah Plays? Hold on. He was just in chat. Yeah. Stupid Canadian. Have you seen The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit? I've watched the Lord of the Rings series. It was a long time ago, though. Don't really remember much. I do remember that there was, like, a large army and a castle. And a lot of people, and a lot of fields. There was a lot of fields in Lord of the Rings, actually. I remember that. Oh, look at, there I am. Rome Flushed. Based name. I don't imagine you could see that with the quality. Does anybody have any good maps? I don't know, I actually kind of want to play High Seas again. Do a different High Seas map. Stormy Waters is a good map. Randomized teams as well. And we go. Scary movie, my beloved. You like, what's the best anime you've, in your opinion, have you watched? Naruto, One Piece? I watched both Naruto and One Piece. I got to episode like 200 in both animes and then got bored. Like, okay, like Naruto I actually quite enjoyed. But my main problem with One Piece is literally half the show is like, you know, Luffy going, Hiya! And like doing like Bullet or Gum Gum Rocket or something, and then like all the cast members just gawking, like shock face with the eyes poking out of their head for like 3 minutes, and that's like half of each episode. And like after like 200 episodes of that, I was like, I can't take this anymore. And then after that, there would be a flashback about how he acquired the Gum Gum Rocket. So then the fight there would be like one action, there would be then shocked emoji, and then there'd be a flashback, and then the episode was over. And then I got tired of One Piece because it was like, I'm not watching this. This is terrible. What the fuck? Who watches this? I don't have the patience for all these flashbacks and shocked emojis. I can only take so much. So I got to the end of Thriller Bark, and then I got bored. And I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. This is stupid. Like I feel like the series could be condensed to like a third of the time. I watched One Piece on 2 times until Wano when it got good. Oh. Wano arc is OP. Yeah, guys, just watch another 600 episodes and then it gets good. And then just 600 episodes later, it'll get... Why is this man already up? Huh? Hello? And... Oh, never mind. Does not think the One Piece is real. Did the creator of One Piece go online and said, yeah, I have to start thinking about the One Piece actually is? Like, I don't think he ever expected to get this far. Like, I feel like he's like kind of like, he just kind of started doing the show. He's like, I kind of enjoy making a show about people doing silly oh, I left co-op on. Okay. You know what, this is kind of based. We need tech. You know what? I know I'm fine doing co-op for one game. I just need a reminder why I hate co-op so then I can go back to not playing co-op. Because from what I remember, co-op sucks ass, but I don't know why right now. And I'm sure I'll remember in a second. I should not have put tech in this front base. This front base is very prone to immediately dying. Have you ever checked out other genres of anime and manga? I mean, I've watched Eminence and Shadow. The problem with watching Eminence and Shadow is that once you watch Eminence and Shadow, all the other Isekai that has ever existed becomes trash. Like Eminence and Shadow is so peak, and then you go and watch, like, I don't know, there's new shitty Isekai this season, you're like, this is such a downgrade, I can't watch this. Like, why are all the, like, the fact that all the characters in Eminence and Shadow feel more real than every other anime, like, Isekai ever, like, it's just like I even tried watching ReZero, and man, like, the main character in ReZero just acts like a Redditor, and then the female characters are actual objects, they're not people, and like, it's like, it's so sad, like, I'm just like, I used to be able to enjoy this shitty genre, and now I can't, because they took it all and then made it shit, and then I'm sad, and so that's where I am on my what is it? Isekai. Like, I can't watch Isekai anymore. It's kind of a tragedy because I used to like I like you guys are like Isekai. Like I used to like, but like look, I was happy watching Isekai like when I was in middle school, and now I can't do that anymore because it's all terrible. Because I watched Eminent Shadow, I experienced the peak, and I can't go back to eating the slop. It's way better than when you watch a bunch of shitty isekai before. Yeah, that is true. Eminent Shadow, like I was like, wow, look at good animation, actual characters, a main character that's actually funny, and like is not just like it's not like just like, oh my god, I use OP item. Like the fact that the main character's a fucking idiot, it makes it all the funnier while still being OP, and it canonically makes sense, right? And like, there's no other show that's really been able to do that. All the other main characters like, oh, I'm so cool. All the women look at me and they're like, man, that guy is so cool. Like that's like every other main character, and they're like, oh my god, I just found the most OP hacksaw thing in the menus, in the game menus, that when I combine the spawn in a bunch of minion skill with the make all a bunch of minions stronger skill, I get a very OP army. It's like, oh, true. I'm amazed. Another stat screen. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Why is there so many stat screens, man? I didn't want all the stat screens. I'm gonna turn this entire base into just endless amounts of shotguns. A shotgun wall being built here, because I could actually turn the yeah, I'll turn the front base to shotguns as well. You know what? I'll let this guy build, like, I don't know, cannons on that base, and I'll just build shotguns on the front base, so then I can have fun and shoot down all the stupid stuff. This, like, I can guarantee you this man's about to start building like an orbital laser or something else. I just suggest you watch Restore. The other thing I recommend is Chainsaw Man. I watch Chainsaw Man. I like Chainsaw Man. I mean, like, Chainsaw Man is actually a good show, though. Like, I'm talking about the shitty isekai. Like, Chainsaw Man is an actually good show. Like, I'm talking about all the ones with, like, stat screens. Like, all the ones with stat screens. Like, the stat screens by themselves is a marker of clear, like, actually just terrible. Except for the spider one. I like the spider one. The spider one was good. I enjoyed the spider one. But the Spider-Man was just kind of carried because the main character was actually kind of cool, and actually not just like, oh, average, just project your own personality on this bland male protagonist. You know, the personality in the Spider one was, I liked. That one was good. I watched that one and I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this, and I watch it all. I understand that one also has a stat screen, but I forgive. I forgive for having a stat screen. It was like. And the fact is also that in the Spider one, there was actually, like, other people that are actually, like, not also able to, counter stat screen with other bullshit. Like, it's not only the main character in Spider that's abusing stat screen bullshit, it's everybody's abusing stat screen bullshit, so I think it's okay. By the fact that other characters actually have a brain, like, I'm just saying, when all the characters have a brain, it suddenly becomes a much better anime. I like just objectively. I'm just like, if it's just the main character with a brain, then I don't know. It's kind of ass. Spider-Man was good, but the anime production was ass. Well, I mean, I haven't read the manga, so I wouldn't be able to compare. As an only anime watcher, I wouldn't know. But, I mean, at least it's not as bad as One Punch Man Season 3, huh? Everybody's eating fine with this. Like, I'm still watching the whole anime, but it's just painful. It's painful. Like, watching Garu just, like, you know, just, like, basically just teleport across the screen with actually doing, like, no leg movements is a little bit mid, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god. Garu is really just unlocked teleportation powers right here. His legs can no longer be used. Great loss. A little bit sad about that. But maybe Garu then discovers the amazing... I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed in general. Like, even the fact that it was a downgrade from Season 2 is almost impressive. Like, I was already watching Season 2, and it was a downgrade. And then Season 3 managed to get worse. I'm like, no, I wanted to watch some cool, anime people do some cool fist fighting and stuff, and I'm getting nothing, and I'm dead. GG. I may as well fire these, huh? Well, that wasn't very nice, just objectively. Yikes, yikes indeed. I'll be honest. The front base ain't looking so hot right now. Not something that was very expected. I have to get this guy back above board, the core. Otherwise, the core will die. Alright. Well, there goes the back part of the base. Don't worry. We are still vibing. We have one of these buildings somewhere? We don't. Okay. I think it got too old because all anime will feel boring now. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't find all anime to feel boring. Like, I'm watching, I'm currently watching Ranma 1/2 this season. I find it quite entertaining. Like, there's still, like, some anime that feel good, but a lot of the old anime I used to enjoy, I don't anymore, and it's kind of sad. I'm a little bit sad about that, but, whatever. Can't go any further forward. Do we still have purple tech? We do not have purple tech or upgrade center. That was both in the front base. Oh, look at that. Our back base knows what he's doing, though. Or should not cause all of that to just start having ass efficiency. Have you played any of the Fallout games or seen the show? I have not. No, I have not. However, I am well aware of the concept behind the Fallout games. Nuclear war, GG. Kinda based. Oh, yeah, but I do watch lore videos on the Fallout games, where it's like, what do all like what all the vaults mean and the different experiments they did. I sometimes watch lore videos on YouTube about the Fallout games. I'll admit that. We literally have shotguns available and nobody's using them. Am I just always the designated shotgun guy? Nobody else know I use a shotgun? Uh-oh, I think that's GG for this base. And never mind, this base is still vibing, apparently. Where are those even going? I mean, you trying to hit the energy production? I mean, I guess. I don't exactly understand the idea behind that. Time to watch the Elden Ring lore videos. Is there Elden Ring lore? God, why is there lore to like every game? I mean, I guess it's like kind of the job. But it also makes it so that there's a lot of cool lore and I just don't know. I feel like making up the lore has to be like the hardest job though. Actually, maybe making up the lore is the easiest job. You just go like, in the ancient time there was 12 gods. And these 12 guys decided that they were no longer friends and they started fighting each other. And then everything went to shit and now everything's terrible and you have to save the world. And then you just ask ChatGPT to expand on that and then there you go, you got lore. I feel like I think I could be a good lore maker. I can just do generic god lore into they fight into world sucks now so you have to fix it. I could do that. Just change the names, make them called Zapparone or something. All these lasers. So much laser gaming. All these shotguns. A lot of shotguns. Are those exposed? I have a feeling those are exposed. You know what? I'll man the front shotguns. That'll be my job. Never mind. Nobody's. I guess I'll just man all the shotgun. Nobody wants to man any of the shot. You know what? That's okay. Perfectly happy with this outcome. You know that the hard points used to be explosive. So when you'd spawn in with one of those on the explosive base, it would immediately get sniped and you would die. It was a little bit silly. I don't think they considered that when they made it. That's not very good. That was the base with all the weapons. Did I have all the tech? It had all the tech as well. No more purple tech for us. Hollow Knight is a peak game and it has lore. Yeah, I feel like Hollow Knight is just like the perfect game, right? Especially for nerds. I feel like in like terms of games for nerds, Hollow Knight is just that because it requires a high level of skill while also not having there to be like competitive multiplayer, which everybody knows makes every game worse. You know, I mean, Helldivers knows this, and Helldivers is clearly the smartest game that has ever existed. Oh wait, that was 2 plasma beams right there. Oh, shit. That's not good. Uh-oh. Not even close. No money? No money. That's a shame. The lore for Metal Gear is pretty funny. I actually don't really know much about Metal Gear, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've seen the memes, but outside of that, not really aware of what's going on there. I think we may have lost. Objectively, I think this may be over. I think you are not winning. This is true. This game I am not winning. This game I am big lose. No energy. No, somebody's selling out. You don't even want to fire the orbital laser? Okay. I used to think somehow they screwed up recently by making game damaging to your PC. Wait. Wait, you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about Helldivers, right? You know, I launched Helldivers as well recently, and I was like, brother, why is my fan going so much right now? I used to be able to launch it on my laptop. Can't launch that on my laptop anymore, mainly because they also, like, tripled the file size. And they also made it run shitty on my main computer as well. And I'm sad. I'm like, man, it used to be so peak. Damn, is this market collapse today? Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. I was lied to. I'm sad. Helldivers kind of fell off. Helldivers is still a good game. They made a very good game. And I feel like like, just objectively, it's still a good game. There's nothing else really like it. But also some of the enemies are kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest, one time I played against those weird blue aliens, and I was shooting one for like 40 minutes before it died, and I was like, why would I want to play this? I'm gonna go back and play against bugs. I don't want to play against these weird blue guys. They're stupid. they just don't die. It sucks. The file size issue to keep the game runnable for people who still use hold storage. What is hold storage? I don't know what hold storage is. Have you played Limbo? I don't know what Limbo is. I don't even... Are you talking about Limbus Company? I've heard of Limbus Company. I don't know what Limbo is, though. Please. Oop still? Oh, no. I bet. I think I've actually played any game released the past 5 years other than technically Satisfactory that had early access. You know, that's fair. I mean, I kind of the same deal. I play Age of Empires mainly, and what else do I play? I play other games, I'm sure. They do play files for better data locality to achieve usable load time on old HDD drives. Okay, you know that's but like imagine if they just had like they could just sense your like just hack into your system, know what your system you have, and then give you the right file size. Like come on, they're a big company, right? They're owned by Sony. You bought a laptop with an RTX 4050? What? Oh, I got outskilled here. GG, second loss in the stream. I didn't even have Phantom pick. Stupid ass teammates. Even though pretty much nobody uses HDD storage. Yeah, but like, I can understand if you're like an HDD guy, and then Arrowhead's like, nah, fuck you. You'd be pretty unhappy. But like, you know, them giving a middle finger by doing that to everybody else is also kind of like a weird move. Like, I mean, just from a business perspective, right? I feel like appeasing the majority is better than like making the minority able to access the game. Just making the experience better for the majority of people. Like, come on. Nobody cares about them. They're like people who have shitty computers. They're not gonna be able to afford Helldivers anyways, because that's like a $60 game, and it's expensive and it's ass. I mean, it's not ass. I mean, like, I really enjoyed Helldivers when it came out, but then the novelty wore off, and then I stopped playing it. And but also, I was playing on a laptop back then, which I think kind of impeded my experience before I was able to afford my gaming computer. And let me tell you, the frames of the laptop when the game launched was still ass. Like, and my laptop was like would overheat to like 300 billion Celsius, and I was like, no, no, laptop, please stay alive. And it was just like, no, it explode. And then it'd be dead, and I would not too sad. HDD isn't that slow now. Well, good for them. To be honest, I don't know what HDD really is. I'm not a hardware guy. Every time somebody starts talking to me about my computer hardware, like my eyes like go into the back of my head, and I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I pay other people to deal with hardware, so I don't have to, and it's kind of peak. You know, I hate dealing with hardware. Every time somebody talks about hardware, I'm like, this shit sucks. Why is there a bunch of random shit right here? This is not what I signed up for. And I just wanted a gaming computer, and then one of my friends built it, and then sold it to me. And I've been happy ever since. And then you guys, I released a video about that, and you guys were like, you didn't get scammed, and I was very happy. Very happy about not getting scammed. I feel like getting scammed is like the worst feeling, because like people know you're an idiot, and then they take advantage of you. I mean, it's also immoral on their side, of course, but like, you know, you literally just got outplayed in the market. SE feels like magic, to be honest. Yeah, computers in general feel like magic. Like, look, I'm playing with a guy with a bunch of weird-ass weirdos from Europe in a game on a piece of plastic, all streaming to a wider audience on the internet. It just feels weird. My laptop in college overheated multiple times trying to run it all different software. Not only is one working USB port and plugged into. That is true, though. Actually, that is one of my major problems when I had my laptop. Is like, if I had a game open, I could not have like a browser open, Spotify open, like, because otherwise it would just be too bad. Did they give you the friend discount? There's a friend discount? I'm assuming not, because I don't know what that is. Friend discount sounds like people who have like social, and I definitely don't have any connections in like space. I wonder if I could actually start getting games for free. I'm like, I'm a gaming channel, and I would like to review your game. Send them my channel, and then just get it for free, make one video, and then move on with my life. I feel like that would be kind of cool, start getting games. But like, I know I wouldn't even enjoy the games. I don't want to waste people's time. I'm not going to enjoy the games regardless. Like, every day I try to play a different game. I don't want to learn it. I already know this game and a few other games. And a lot of other games take a lot of time to learn. And it just feels shitty, and I don't know. I don't think that's happening. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I guess that is true. I'm pretty sure if like if a caveman saw like a plane, he'd be like, "Oh my god, there are witches across the sea. There are people that are doing some unholy. They're conversing with Satan to gain the ability of flight." Or maybe they would think it's just a massive animal that has some weird, that looks some weird, like metallic or something. I actually don't know how intelligent a caveman would be. That's kind of a question that I kind of have no reference for. I mean, considering that they're caveman, and like, it's not exactly like I can interact with one anymore. And I passed those times. A little bit sad. Wonder if you can like, I imagine with like cloning technology, maybe we'll be able to bring the caveman back eventually. And then, yeah, I imagine it's just be a normal person, and it'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess if this environment is just normal human society, then even the cavemen adapt to be normal humans. But do you guys ever think about like languages being like the most OP shit ever, though? Like, just think about this. Like, if you didn't have a language and you couldn't formulate your thoughts in a language, how much stupider do you think you would be? I mean, just objectively, like, if I wasn't able to, like, express my thoughts or think in words, because, like, I think in words all the time. Like, I can also think in images, right? Like, I'm pretty sure all humans can do both, but I feel like thinking in words is, like, you know, constructing a game plan of what you're going to do for the day, you know, and then you can just kind of, like, not even, like, it's not, I mean, of course, it's not as OP as just writing it down in a notebook, but, like, writing it down in your mind. Like, imagine, like, how much further behind we would be if we were just communicating with ourselves in only images. Like, I feel like we wouldn't be able to get the point across to ourselves unless we had a whole ass language to communicate with. You know, I feel like that is an underappreciated part of language. Like, is there like studies on that or anything? I mean, I guess there's the problem is that, like, if you make somebody literate, you don't know if they're smarter because they are literate or if because they can communicate with themselves in languages. I don't know. Running for a long time, being able to tell stories. You know what? All this like propaganda about humans being able to run for a long time. Like, I cannot run for a long time. I'm telling you, like, I run for like 5 minutes and I'm cooked. I'm exhausted. I'm sitting there. I'm like, fuck, this shit sucks. Running is stupid. Why am I running right? This, no, ew. And I don't know. All this running propaganda about me being able to run, I don't believe it. I don't believe, like, scientific evidence of me looking at myself says that I can't run for shit. And I'm not about to let these stupid-ass scientists tell me I can run, right? Like, I feel like they're just trying to make me feel better about myself so that they can charge me for a product or something. Like, can you guys run for, like, an hour? I know I certainly can't. I can walk for an hour. Certainly can't run for an hour, though. Those, and like I've walked a lot of dogs before, and man, they can go for a lot longer than I can. Yeah, but that's a skill issue. Plus, you're American. I mean, that was kind of mean, but I get your point. You don't have to always pull the American card on me. That feels a little bit sad. Uh-oh. Does this man have buzzsaws? If he has buzzsaws, that'd be really unfortunate for him because I have a wall of metal. If he has rockets, it's also really unfortunate for him because I have a wall of metal. Most are just kind of block of wood. No, nothing much you can do against me. What are you about to do? Actually, I'm gonna turn on auto crash base because I'm not playing competitive. Yeah, now I can just build better and the base will stop falling apart. The Garden of Revolution is a fascinating part in a time for humans. Is there like a lot of studies about that? Like respectfully, in my world history class, we were all just learning about Genghis Khan and cool shit. And we aren't exactly learning about the cognitive revolution. I feel like that's like a subject for some niche YouTube video. Did that man... What? I'm very confused now that guy died. And he left. Skill issue, what can I say? How much space am I? Good space. Five minutes straight is more than many animals. Holy fuck. My voice just... Oh, my voice is leaving me right now. Live. Shit, no. Not live. I can't move this. What is happening? Voice, please. No, not during the stream. After the stream, if anything. That was a mistake to eat that apple. Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Did you get skill issue? Why am I being stabbed by somebody with, those... Uh-oh. Ah, shit. I realized. I was trying to get this guy to shoot his teammate with a howitzer there. It didn't work out. Sad. Sad. You know what? I could just go into his teammate, actually. It's not a bad idea. And he's very clearly trying to shoot with howitzer by the fact he's mirroring. Every time works. I ran like 3 kilometers in 25 minutes once. You know, you don't have to flex on me. I actually ran 10 kilometers in under an hour once. So, in fact, I think I actually have you beat. So, you know, to get on my level back... Actually, me back in middle school, I used to play soccer, so I could actually run and stuff. Like, that shit was amazing. I actually felt good. Actually, running always feels ass, even if you're good at running, to be honest. Even if when I could technically run, it still didn't feel good. I still felt shitty about myself all the time, because I was running and I was exhausted. I don't know, running has just never been for me. I feel like running is just, like, the labor of the animal or something. Oh fuck! Come on, please don't smash into the ceiling, please. Thank you. Running just in general just kind of sucks. You're always exhausted no matter what you do, and I'm not a big fan. Respectfully, running just kind of ass. And you're not even shooting anything. It's just literally just. Can you shoot my teammates, please, instead? Like, what are you even killing? You're not killing anything, huh? It's just like it's nothing. You're not getting anything. I have 2 cores. You can't kill me. There goes 1. EMP'd, I guess. That's why I had multiple suspendium chambers. So you can't just kill the set of suspendium chambers. And this howitzer guy really doesn't know what to do. I mean, what he needs to do is add another howitzer. Shit. Aw, I didn't get the thing down in time. No, I have to go all the way back. Maybe actually build something real instead of something fake, which I've been doing this whole time. Anyways. 3 kilometers, 25 minutes is pretty bad, and like not being able to be rude, but in German school you need to run 3 kilometers in 14 minutes to get a decent grade, and 17 minutes is the worst grade you can physically get. Oh no. This man has been put on blast. He is the slow one. Aha, I'm the fast one. Everybody looks at me and are like, man, is that the Flash? He's zooming. Now, I'm pretty sure I got like, that was like a marathon from like town, and I got like 3rd place, and I was very proud of myself. I was like, oh my god, 3rd place in a marathon for my age group. I didn't get any prizes or anything, but I still got the satisfaction of being 3rd grade. And then I quit soccer, and then I can't run anymore. Like, I used to be able to do like a 6:15 mile back in middle school. Not anymore. That was peak me athleticism. Then I decided that I would rather not play sports and then play video games all day, and all gone. But like it all being gone, like you know, there what, I'm not losing anything. Like I'm not I'm like, what do I need sports for? I literally have a car. I wasn't trying to flex the first thing I did with a friend. He was a Strava app for the first time. I don't think he was trying to flex. I think he was just saying that. Wait, what do you mean? Wasn't somebody physically like insulting me, going like, "Oh, you're American, so you can't run anyways"? I feel like somebody was insulting. I'm not exactly sure if it was you, but somebody was clowning on me. And you know what? I'm actually gonna respect that. Another set of storages. That's not a storage. You're sure probably more athletic than a lot of people. Yeah, no, I mean like in America, definitely. I mean, with the average person being like obese now, like literally by doing nothing, you can be more athletic than half the population in the U.S. And it's crazy that the U.S. living like life expense. Holy shit, life expectancy is so high. Because like you think with like the high obesity rates and stuff that people would be dying more, but no, no, they're still getting. Oh, actually, how high is it right now? Life expectancy. Yeah, 78.4 years. That is pretty solid. And then everybody's also just like unhealthy as shit. And I'm just like, why even bother? Like literally, America's a case study that even by being fat and stuff, you can like modern medicine is so strong that you can just kind of AFK, eat hamburgers all day and still win. And it's kind of like, why even try? Why even try? Just enjoy life. That was me. Apologize. I haven't done an Americans. I am I right joke and forgot how it felt. Look at. I can understand though. Like I'm only an American when I want to identify as an American. Otherwise, I'm a great European patriot. Okay. Like gonna be honest. Like Austria, best country in the world. Every time I see somebody drinking a Red Bull, I'm just like, that's my country right there. The greatest country in the world. You know, in the mountains all day, vibing with shit. Please upgrade. Uh-oh. Aw, why did that break off? Oh. Restart, okay. I should have added some brakes. That is a fair point. And it's gonna break as well. Nope. Very good. Identifies as European, that's so based. Well, no. It's just how it goes, right? Like if anybody's like insulting Americans, I'm like, yeah, I'm not one of them. But everybody's like, oh, Europeans are better. Yeah, I'm like, as an American, I can tell you you're wrong. The U.S. is way better. I couldn't imagine being a poor European, right? It's just like it's super nice just being able to play both sides. It's just depending on who I'm talking to and who's pissing me off, I switch sides. Like it's OP. I don't understand why more people don't do this. Americans thinking 79 is a long life expectancy. It is. I'm gonna check Kenya. Hold on. Yeah. 66 years. Like, look, we have 12 years on the Kenyans. Okay, look at like respectfully, 12 whole years on the Kenyans. That is a long amount of time. Like I've been alive for like 19 years. That's like my whole life. Imagine having another, like, one of my lifetimes to be alive. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And, like, I don't want to hear, like, you Scandinavians coming in here and being like, oh, but in Scandinavia we have all the healthcare. And I'm just like, yeah, but I don't care. You Scandinavians are forced to live long because you guys, like, are forced to be healthy because you guys live in a shitty environment. Like, we Americans can actually enjoy life. I'm like, sometimes when we Americans go outside, you know what it is? It's sunny. I know you guys haven't heard of sun. But, like, imagine what you... I am the terrible one. Anyways, I know you Scandinavians haven't heard of sun before. It's actually quite nice. Like, imagine you go outside and it's actually warm. And then you can, like, go to the beach and swim in the water. And the water isn't just freezing your, like, legs off. Like, it's quite peak. It's quite peak. Like, respectfully, I don't think the Scandinavians know how good us Americans have it. Crowd really dumping on starving children in Africa? Hey, man. Look at us Americans. We're definitely beating them Kenyans. And I'm just saying, that we're beating them while being as obese as shit. Like, I'm just saying, like, we're eating a lot of food and we're still winning. Well, like look, they're all skinny, right? I imagine they all do like a lot of running and stuff as well, and you know they're dying earlier. I'm just saying, us the American healthcare system is worth something. Even though it's exclusively old, like rich people that are getting older, and the poor people that life expectancy is not going up for. But we ignore that. We ignore that. You know, the U.S. is a perfect country, and just because it's only if you're rich you can live long, that is propaganda by the EU for socialist policies. I don't want to hear this. You have OP team? Maybe. I'm not playing big dicks 4v4. Hold on. I haven't done permafrost yet. You're working really hard not to bash America more. Nah, my parents surely moved here from Europe for a reason, right? Like, there must be a reason that they moved from Germany and Austria to live here instead, right? Like, I imagine that they're smart people, so they must have a good reason to actually leave the good place. Like, this must be better, because my parents are smart people. So they must have some reason for that. I don't want to play Buster. I'm gonna tell my team to play Buster. I'm rarely ever tell me I don't want to play Buster. Living long is really just a skill issue. I mean, like, I don't actually, Mr. Slime Man, I actually disagree with that. Sometimes I feel like if you're born in the wrong area and you have no good, like, I understand that everything kind of boils down to just a skill issue. But imagine you're just born in the American Midwest and there's nothing but a McDonald's next to your house, right? Like, I can understand that there's probably some grocery market somewhere, like a Walmart or something. But if you're, like, born in the wrong place and there's no good options, you're just kind of cooked, respectfully. Like, unless you, like, really try hard and really care, it is extremely difficult not to just become the most obese man you've ever seen. Like you Europeans getting on your high horse and being like, oh, we live so long, we're the greatest livers, we all have the highest streak in heartbeats. We are so good, in fact, that the Nobel Prize is given to us for living so long. And then it's just like, yeah, but you guys actually have good options, right? Like, you guys don't have a McDonald's set up beside your house, and like, it's just kind of a moment. And you guys also don't have a government that's like, you know what, health regulations, what are those? That sounds like something you do in communist Soviet Union. You know, here in a free country, we wouldn't have health regulations that would require, you know, producers to put less addictive chemicals in their food that are not even really labeled on the package. Streaking Albanians live longer than Americans. Yeah, but the Albanians, you know, they are all living in a mountains, and they all have, like, eat food, because I mean, look at it. The Albanians are too poor to afford high amounts of agriculture to make a bunch of shitty fries. Like, imagine that. Imagine you're so poor you can't even eat unhealthy food. Like, it's pathetic. It's like they can't eat frozen food because they don't have enough money for freezers, so they're just eating, like, fresh vegetables all day. Like, would you really want to be Albanian? Like, respectfully, I don't think, like, they're at that point where they're just poor enough that they can afford food while being not rich enough to afford the good processed food. So I don't know. I think the Albanians, they're kind of they're in that weird sweet spot. This man getting owned that much by freaking Buzzsaw. I'm gonna say that and then get owned by Buzzsaw. I just put a turbine there, that's okay. What is this man doing? Not doing much. Why are we bashing on Albanians? Because somebody made the claim that Albanians are better than Americans. That pissed me off, okay? Like, you're not gonna compare Americans to Albanians and then get away with it scot-free. Of course not. Not in my lobby. Bro really said good processed food. I'm just saying processed food, you have to have some infrastructure for, okay? And the Albanians don't got infrastructure. Like, as far as I'm aware, Albanians, like, they're still using, like, horse carriages to move stuff around. Like, to my knowledge, they're still, like, stuck in the medieval times, so they can't really afford fridges, so they can't have they can't, like, where are you supposed to freeze the chicken nuggets if you don't have a freezer? Like, it just doesn't check out. You realize there's always quality of life, but also just quantity of life. Americans get a very good quality of life, even if they're getting obese. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see, this man agrees with me. Like, everybody in America is less depressed, or are we happy? I don't even actually know. I think it's also just like if you're rich in the US, you just get a good quality, and if you're poor in the US, you're just meh. But I don't know. I don't know all the numbers. I should start looking at the numbers more. Looking at numbers is like half my hobbies. I don't know. Albanians got better hospitals than you guys. Yeah, if you're poor. I'm just saying, if you're rich here in the US, you got the best hospitals in the world. If you're poor in the here in the US, you got like the worst. It's kind of just like, it depends on what part of the economic spectrum you're on. Albanian, but like you could say the same things about Cubans, and I don't see you moving to Cuba, okay? Like as far like Cubans get better healthcare on average than Americans do, right? But nobody wants to move to Cuba because for all their healthcare, they got zero food. Like I'm just saying, I would rather have food than healthcare, and I feel like being alive is needed to be like is like the first step to be needing healthcare. Because if you're dead, what the fuck? What is the use of healthcare? You can't exactly be healed beyond the grave. I don't know. It seems kind of suspicious. Oh, yeah, horse carriage. I had a horse when I was little. You had a horse? Well, you just had your own horse. Your dad pulled up one day. He's like, "Okay, little Johnny, you know what I want? You know what you needed for your birthday? You need the whole ass horse. This is what you need." If you're in England, everybody has equally bad hospitals. Isn't there private insurance? Like, isn't there private insurance in England? As far as I'm aware, there is private healthcare in England, right? Like, am I going crazy, or is there not private? That man is clearly attempting to shoot me directly. I will build an energy shield, and his entire game plan will just be cooked. Oh, what are you gonna do now? Oh wait, are those not lasers? What are those? Those are cannons. Okay, I thought they were lasers. Okay, my bad. They're not using a laser. They're using a cannon. Okay, you know what? That doesn't matter. Change everything to wood, and that guy's game plan should be bashed right there. Look at and he can't even aim. Sad indeed. You got outplayed by the fact that I can use my eyes. It's really a true. It's one of the strongest things in this game. Just looking at your enemy. I don't know. I feel like this is an ancient technique only used by the top to rank players. That man is just completely exposed, and I missed. And I don't have this guy hotkeyed either. No, that was so close. I could have killed that guy. That's a little bit sad. It was actually and riding horses on wheat fields is super actually common to have a horse and carriage. Guys, my racist assumptions are just super inaccurate. Sometimes they're accurate. Look at this. Is like sometimes we need stereotypes because they work. You know, I'm a big fan of stereotypes. Uh-oh. L aim. What can I say? I'll try to get the undershot on that thing. Oh, he has an energy shield. That's cheating. You can't just... No. Aw. That makes me a little bit sad. I look at that and I'm like, man, you didn't have to do that. Now I'm left looking embarrassed and useless lasers which failed to kill this guy and is now failing to kill you as well. L. Lasers still OP, what can I say? Another great game with lasers. Oh, cannon guy is actually existing now, okay. I don't know about the healthcare in America. Guys, don't worry, I have United Healthcare. I actually have United Healthcare card in my wallet. You guys want my numbers? With Optum RX. Member Luca, and I'm not gonna say my last name, but I think I got far enough. But I'm sure, like, I told my dad, I was like, you sure about United Healthcare? And he was like, yeah, they're just all the same anyways. I was like, okay, average, cynical. All the, I mean, like, you know what, he may be right, when it may be kind of depressing, but, like, you know, I feel like doing some research onto what healthcare you're using is, like, valid, but now my dad's too based for that. Yes! Howitzer, kill all the lasers. I agree with this. Good policy. Oh, another core scratch? Are you kidding me? This man is just getting his core scratch left and right, and he's just perfectly fine. Complete bullshit. Or at least I got that laser. Can I get the other laser? Nope, there's a sandbag. Are there mortars? This man's really playing mortars. What? Is healthcare in America like car insurance? I mean, pretty much. It's insurance that you have to pay for, pretty much. Because you need a car and you need healthcare. I mean, a car is basically just your health. If you have a bad car, you're just unhealthy, I guess. Not all that different, you and I. Oh, this is on fire, so I can't replace background racing. That sucks. They're pretty close to all the same if you don't have specific meds or frequent doctor visits. I mean, I guess. I would consider myself a relatively healthy young man. So, you know, having good healthcare is not really, like, my top priority. Shit, aim. I may just be able to straight up kill that guy. Like, if I can aim. That'll be my next priority. Oh, wow. That's a warship. The one energy shield. In my country, if you're an employer, the employer pays for your health insurance. Yeah, that's the same here. That's like most employers, you're not required, but most employers do pay for health insurance. It's like part of benefits because they have deals with health insurance companies. But it also makes it so you're kind of locked in with the health insurance provider that your employer gives you. Which makes it so that you're generally just trapped with one health insurance and don't have great options, which give a lot of leverage to the health insurance provider. Which is like, maybe a little bit questionable, having like a captive market or something. But, I'm sure it'll be fine. Ow! What? Why am I hitting that? Oh, wait, that was just single-doored? Why? Why are you single-dooring your shit? 2 kills out of 4. I don't think I'm gonna get the top base because I simply cannot hit the top base, but 2 kills out of 4. Bro, indeed. It's funny that a stream about sports always turns into a culture exchange. Well, I mean, I think it happens because all of you guys are Europeans, and I'm an American that's also European and that knows about Europe. So then it's like the most interesting topic, right? Because like you guys don't relate to me. I live in the U.S. I have to pay for all of the what is it called? University tuition. You know this shit. You know what my living expensive plus tuitions cost me $40K a year. I pay $40,000 a year to go to college. I mean, that is technically like all my yearly expenses, though. So it's like it's not like, but like $40K to exist relatively is like not that much, but it still sucks. Like I don't want to be paying $40K to exist in any case, and like I'm gonna, yeah. So it's kind of rough. And like my sister, like she pays $0 in tuition, then she has €300 a month, like, what is it, rent in Vienna. And that's like, and she's decently near the city center in Vienna as well. So it's just super unfair. I don't know, she's cheating. Well, that was kind of unfortunate. Where are the howitzers? The howitzers are up there, actually. Okay. I'd probably actually protect myself, otherwise I will just die here. Not like that. I won't die to another howitzer shot. I could get, like, shotguns, actually. I could go, yeah, I'll go miniguns. Just protect my... Yeah, I'll go mass gunners. Protect my teammates. I go 20K into debt each year studying at university. Let's go, bro. Only 20K? That's some weak shit numbers. 12K and I get my own room. Fuck you. No, my sister also gets her own... And she's, like, on a top floor of, like, a 7-story building in the center of Vienna. And... she pays €300 a month, and she pays nothing for tuition. Like, honestly, I probably should have just gone to Europe, bro. Like, I didn't want to learn German and then, you know, study in Europe because it sounds like a lot of work. Cause, like, but, like, also... But, I mean, that said, I can make more money in the U.S. That this is a fact, is that if I do graduate from a U.S. university, get a job in the U.S., it does pay itself back, technically. Like, my sister's European degree isn't worth as much as my great American degree. The American degree is on top. There's no comparison to an American degree. But, you know, also it would be nice to have a European degree just because of the price. Even state college expensive with scholarship, I got... Yeah, that is true. My phone is ringing. Oh, I actually have to attend to something real quick. I'm gonna go AFK. I'll be right back. Okay, I lied. It's on my computer. I don't have to be right back, but... I do have to check something for school. But I can keep the game open so you guys can actually, you know, I'll zoom out like this so you guys can see everything that's going on. In fact, I can even place a laser. Well, I can go back to what I was need to do. Yeah, but you have to pay back your loan forever. I mean, it's not gonna take that long, right? Truly, I mean, like, I'm not like fiscally stupid, right? Like, you don't see me going out and using like buy now, pay later or anything. It's not something I'm on fire. It's not something I generally do with my money. I'm not like, you know, the average American or like more accurately young woman. We're all using the financial pay later apps. The fact that the top base is the last one alive is kind of cooked. The fact that they're using mortars and it's working is also kind of cooked. But you know, who am I to blame? The game plan. You only pay for dorm? You pay 0 for tuition? That's crazy. What are you studying? I'm studying actuarial science. So it's like financial mathematics. I don't even know if it's applicable in Germany, to be honest. Or Europe. I don't know. Like, you know, even if I wanted to work there, I don't know if I could. Respectfully, I can't. Fuck up. Hello, one letter lawn. Ion. You doing good today? Man, this man's getting absolutely owned, and I could totally be helping him, but I'm busy doing something else right now. Epic. Very nice. Alright, back to the game. How am I doing? Oh, we're losing? Oh, who could have guessed this? Losing is my favorite hobby. Hell. I have something called an energy shield. An ancient tactic only real gamers can use. Wirtschaftsentwicklung is a theme. Oh. Sounds like a fake field. It is pretty fake, actually. I'm pretty sure all of finance is just fake. But whatever the case is, people are willing to pay money for it, so why do I care? Rich people give me a big paycheck. Don't care how it really gets there. Is nobody gonna join my team? Everybody already joined my team? Can those actually hit anything? I don't think so. Can those hit me? I would be shocked if they could. No, they can't. Pretty good. Engineering is OP, but it drains my brain every day. Engineering is kind of OP. That's where all, like, the real money is. Oh, fuck. No, I got it. Got the door snipe. No how. Oh, wait. I only got. Wait, I didn't kill all the howitzers? What? Oh, I'm stupid ass game. I'm going AFK. This is dumb. I didn't deserve that. And STEM in general, actually. In the top French engineering schools, French students get paid during their studies. You know, like, the Danish guy with the other stream was also like, I get paid, and I was like, fuck you. I want to get paid. This is stupid. You know, this is just like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I deserve to get paid. And I'm never going to get paid. Because this is how the economy works. In America. You're the one that has to subsidize your own tuition. But that said, there's a lot more college graduates. Like, isn't like 60% of the college graduates in the U.S. kind of, or 60% of the population college graduates, which is kind of good. You also get paid. Different systems, huh? How it goes. But how about this? How about this? I have an American citizenship. A checkmate, liberal. You don't know how to counter with that, huh? I have the cool passport, and you don't. But that said, like, you would also, like, just live in a different EU country. And the most OP thing is that you're just gonna drop inside the EU and then live somewhere else. And you just optimize it. Like, I want to live somewhere cheap. Just go to, like, the Balkans or Eastern Europe. You want to make good money. I'm gonna go, like, Scandinavia or Germany or something. So, and you can just move there without a problem. And everybody just speaks English anyways, so works out. Anyways, that was one game. Do some ICs. In Germany, you can also get a dual studium, where you get a university along with training for a company. You get paid for during that time and almost have a guarantee for a job after. Yeah, that's true. But, like, also, isn't the German economy just kind of sideways now these days? Hold on. Like, from what I remember, everything in Germany is not doing well either. And, like, you know what? You know, I can kind of understand the conservative viewpoint in the in the case of paying the religions taxes is kind of stupid. Like, the fuck are you doing? Why is there a pastor getting paid by tax dollars? This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard about. They're just preaching their religion and they get paid by tax. This is what is happening? Why isn't this going to, like, public transportation? Why is there Christian denominations getting paid by tax dollars instead of it going to, like, actually useful shit? Like, I look at. If I was in Germany and that was happening, I would be pissed off. I would be pissed. Like, give me my tax break, give me my money. But, like, if you want to donate to churches, that's your choice. It should not be part of the tax form, though. That is the stupidest shit I have heard when I went over there. Was that the priests get paid in taxes? Who made this shit up? Like, I thought you guys were supposed to be, like, better. I want cheap living and good money. If the real power is moving to the Philippines, get cheap flights elsewhere in Asia. Yeah, I guess having just a remote job and then living in the Philippines is kind of just OP. But also, why would I want to live in the Philippines? there's trade-offs there. I don't know if it's worth it. March is continuing to ruin as well. Merkel ruined it. Yeah, it's average Merkel moment, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Merkel was also the one, like, guys, we just become reliant on Russian gas. Nothing could ever go wrong. The entire economy, cheap Russian energy, it's amazing. Trade is OP, and then suddenly it's not going amazing anymore. And suddenly everybody's like, oh, shit, we have to pay $40 for gas, and it's cold this winter. Oh, what happens now? You lose. You die. Nothing good happens. Heck, I'll be perfectly honest with you, the Christian church tax is probably the best spent money in all the tax. The rest of the money goes to lazy people who don't work or bicycle roads in Africa. Really? Shit, man. I'm sorry for... I didn't realize that the church money was the good part of the taxes. It shows my clear lack of knowledge of the German infrastructure. But, it just pisses me off, right? If I lived there, and because, like, I'm not exactly too religious of a person, and then if my money was just taken for, like, some priest to go, like, hey, guys, have you heard of God? Pretty cool guy. I'm like, you know what? You know, if you want to do that, can you at least not do it on my dime? I'm French. We get systematically triggered when German energy policies is mentioned. Yeah, that is true, bro. The French are so base, though. Like, why did, like, all this nuclear energy? Like, look at the Greens are cool and all in Germany, but oh my God, are they retarded? Like, come on, the nuclear energy. Like, the lesson is that the Russians can't boil water. Like that's the fucking Soviet Union. Of course the fucking nuclear reactor exploded. Like they nothing worked there. Literally nothing. And you're expecting them to be able to keep a nuclear reactor in line? Of course not. They're gonna be like, you know, I don't think that's in the budget. I need to go siphon off the government funds into my family's personal bank account. So of course they can't. But literally nothing bad happened, and like nobody died from the explosion either. Like, what are the deaths? Deaths like 3 people. And it's all the firefighters. Deaths due to Chernobyl. Okay. Approximately 30 people died. Oh, 30 people died, and instead we just pollute the atmosphere with a shitload of gas and a bunch of other random shit because 30 people died due to Chernobyl. Pisses me off. It's pissing me off. It's just like, it didn't have to be like that. CDU killed nuclear energy here, by the way. It wasn't the Greens. I thought it was also the Greens. Oh, screw that. Wait, the CDU did? Okay, that's kind of surprising. I was not expecting the right... I mean, okay, you know what? I don't know what... I mean, like... I expected the right-wing party to be more pro-nuclear, but I mean, I guess it was just like everybody was scared of nuclear at the time, so it was like, guys, free political points are saying no to nuclear. Like, even my mom's against nuclear. Like, I don't know why my mom's against nuclear. Like, she can't, like, even put, like, a good reason on it. She's like, oh, nuclear waste. And I'm just like... Brother, you know that, like, all the world's nuclear waste can be stored in one parking lot in fucking, like, the middle of, I don't know, Nevada? And, like, it would last, like, it'd take, like, 1,000 years to fill up. Like, that one parking lot. It's literally, like, it's nothing. It's like, it's just a bunch of non-arguments of why we can't have nuclear power by the gas. Like, it's literally just, you know what, and like, I'm sure they were funded by all, like, the gas giants and stuff to say that, like, nuclear's evil and all, because, like, they always do that. But, like, it just pisses me off. And then the French did the right thing, though. I mean, okay, that was what I was originally talking about. Like, the French, they're smart. They were like, you know what, nuclear energy, you know, I just take some uranium, free money, and it's like, it's OP. The most broken shit ass ever. It was agreed the CDU is just the main party that does everything the public is raving about at all the time. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not. You know, it sounds like we're getting into it's the Democrats' fault, it's the Republicans' fault kind of thing here. Where have I seen this before? But like, yeah, I mean, all the parties, like all of there being like no pro-nuclear parties is like, why couldn't, like, the French? Look at the French government. Oh, I mean, they have their own flaws, right? But, like, energy policy is one where they were, like, pretty base. They were like, you know what, nuclear energy is pretty good, and, you know what, I'm a big fan of that. Every nuclear reactor incident has been caused by human error, not issues with the tech itself. I mean, like, human error should be considered, though, right? Like, because, like, if I have something where, you know, if I accidentally press the wrong button, the whole city explodes, like, I feel like that should also be considered dangerous. But, yeah, but, I mean, like, if it takes, like 30 different human errors... Like, come on, it's like not even the tech's fault. Like, I could pull up a windmill wrong, and then the blades could fall onto a town if I'm fucking stupid. That is a good point. Like, but also didn't, like, did the Soviet Union use discount reactors? They got it for, like, cheap. What do you mean you've seen this before? It's brand new. Yeah, Charles de Gaulle was very much all about French chivalry after 1948 nuclear program was a big part of that. Oh, so they were just like, we need nuclear bombs and then got nuclear energy as a side effect? Based. Actually, the most based shit I've ever heard. Getting nuclear energy not for the energy aspect, but then getting that as well. For all of Charles de Gaulle's blatant... Wasn't he like an anti-Algerian independence guy? He was like, you know what, the Algerians? Subhumans. Like, their independence, they can barely speak. You know, I see a child that can govern a country better than they can. They can't do jack shit. But like, you know, he's like a little bit of a controversial figure, but he did some good things. You know? Sometimes he looks around and he's like, the modern French Republic as I built that. So reactors were made really cheap. Yeah. Yeah. And because of them, like, I imagine if there was, like, a bunch of very shittily made gas power plants, they would all start exploding as well, right? And the lesson from that is not we should stop gas, it's just that we should build gas power plants that are not made shit. At least, I think that should be the main takeaway. Those are lasers, which can just kill my cannons if they can aim right now. I want to get some, sandbags in front here. And my nose is clogged again. That sucks. Can't even make a top 10 nuclear disasters, like 4 recorded meltdowns. Yeah, and also like, the places where there are nuclear bombs dropped, like in like, what was the fuck, the Japanese places? Everybody just still lives there. They're all perfectly fine. Like, and it's like, oh, and that was the super amount of uranium? You're telling me that the bombs designed to make it so it's inhabitable couldn't even make it inhabitable? You're telling me radiation is this bad? And look, I'm just telling you, it's all a government hoax. The shadow government doesn't want you to like nuclear energy. They see nuclear energy and like this shit's threatening our gas dominance. Like, just objectively. Why does this man have mortars? No, this man deserves to die. Do not feel bad. They could have built some shotguns, but do not feel bad. I mean, they go 3 cannons into shotguns, I think, here. Yo! Yeah, killed that thing. Very good. You can't... I can throat sing, by the way? Well, good for you. What is your opinion of the Mongolian Empire? I think they're goated. Like, honestly, they're like the ones that, like, that are just like, you know, what if I just ruled half the world for, like, 2 days? And then immediately imploded? It's like, it's kind of based, like, you know, the fact that they managed to subjugate so many different types of people, and then we're just like, you know what, we're gonna become the next Chinese dynasty, we're gonna become the next, like, you know, Turkish dynasty, like the Mongol Empire may have collapsed, like, 5 days, right? But then they spawned in a bunch of, like, post-Mongol empires that were, like, kind of the Mongol Empire while not being the Mongol Empire. Like, if anything, they had one of the greatest influence in all of human history, and they're just some weird horse people from, like, I don't know, the horse place, Mongolia. Not exactly what you think of when you think of a powerhouse. Because horse archers OP. Thankfully, they got nerfed by the devs when they added chickens to the game. So, no longer pushing deer isn't as strong as it used to be. But yeah, they were very, very strong. I can respect them. Atom equals nuclear. They were also like the most dirty bombs you can make. Nowadays, they barely have any fallout. Really? Wait, nuclear bombs these days are clean? Why? What? That's like half the point, is that you make it so that if the enemy gets hit by a nuclear bomb, they're fucked. And that was the whole point. What do you mean they took away my war crime? Shit, what? No, that was the whole point. Is that I would have funny rats after the nuclear bomb exploded that would have like 4 tails. They took away the cool shit, and now we're just left with a massive explosion. But we have had massive explosions for ages. Oh my god. Why are the mortars landing? Hello? Can you guys turn your brain on? That should not be what's happening. Oh, funny thing to remember that military warships and submarines have nuclear reactors on board? Yeah, I mean, that is also true. But, like, those reactors are out in the water. They're not in my backyard, so they're okay. Come on, I just want to kill that stupid mace that's building cannons. Like, the 20 millimeters aren't doing anything, but the cannons are. Eco-friendly nuke. Yes. I'm very sad to have learned that. That was a fact I did not want to know today. Man, nuclear bombs are not cool anymore. But I mean, like, nuclear bombs by themselves could just destroy the government. Like, they do, like, one nuclear bomb does so much damage. It's kind of impressive. I'm just gonna start shooting you. If you're gonna shut down everything, I'm just gonna literally just start shooting you. Like, this is how that works. You don't have like a wall of return to sender or anything. Really? You couldn't take it out by one shot, and you did two. Rip top base, maybe? Oh no, it was mortars meant for AA. Uh-oh. Rip that guy. Another base for me. Huge win. I can put more shotguns there. Did all of his mines die? Oh my god. Don't. There's nothing. What do you mean there's nothing? I can put mines there. I can literally get free resource production. Look at that. Actually, I wonder if I can get 6 mines there if we went like on the edge there. I hope so. You know what? You want to fire the cannons? You can fire the cannons. I'll build the base. Carriers are awesome. Carriers are kind of base. You ain't gonna lie, but the fact that they're also like super expensive makes them a little bit unbased. Because like the fact is that like a large missile and like aren't there also like lasers now? Like lasers, the fact that lasers are actually becoming a thing in my lifetime is so cool. But aren't there also like long range lasers that could just fucking demolish a carrier at this point as well? Like I'm pretty sure the US has one of those, right? That can melt a carrier hull in like 7 seconds or something. So it's also, I mean, like the problem with carriers, in my opinion, is that they're very expensive. But you know, I'm sure they still have their place. They launched a few planes. Actually, a carrier actually parked right where I used to live. Like, because my where I used to live was a military town with a naval base on it. And one day there was just a carrier there, like just a massive carrier with like a few like planes on top. It was massive compared to me. It wasn't one of the massive like actual main characters of the Navy, but it was still like a ship that had planes on it, right? And apparently, it was like a support landing craft, but as far as I'm concerned, it was carrying planes, so it was a carrier. And then I got a really cool shot of me sitting down with the carrier in the background. I was very happy with it. They're very cool. Oh, you're back from your responsibility. What you missed? Generally, just yapping. Generally, nothing really happens much during my streams, other than yapping. Oh, did that man just have his wood fall? He just had his wood fall off. Absolute tragedy. I can't get 6 mines there. That's a scam. I literally spent all that money trying to get 6 mines. I can't get it. That's good to know for next time. Are they gonna win? Are they really gonna win? I'm kind of pissed off right now. He really just got hit by 2 Nighthawks and decided he was out. Now there's also cannons, and I have no more energy production. Amazing. I get energy production on the back base. Yeah, front base is a foolish mistake anyways. Like this. Yes. What? We don't need that there anymore. Oh my god, plus 25 energy production. Can't even afford to fire the shotgun. That's so cooked. Well, nothing I can do here. No energy. I think that may be GG here. I think I'm okay letting this one go. Today I didn't go to class. Nice. Lasers can melt rockets in the air. Yeah, that's I mean, laser AA is also kind of base. I mean, you know, firing concentrated beams of energy. Like, if anything, drone warfare kind of is gonna get countered by that. But I do not know anything about military like warfare in reality. But like, I'm just imagining that lasers are like energy, so they're cheap. You know, if we got a lot of nuclear reactors, we could just get a lot of laser AA, and then maybe what is it? What was it? What was it? Space Wars? Fuck. No, Project Star Wars could be a thing. You'd have a bunch of space lasers shooting down missiles. Well, my teammate, no. I don't want to come back from this situation. This is terrible. Fine. Be a good teammate. Man, Osu has zero. Why did you... What is this energy setup? Why is there... Those don't need to be on. Very nice. Oh my god. More fake currency from the EU area. Unbelievable. And I don't even have to play I don't even play vertical battleships now. This is peak. Yeah, free money. To counter drones with C4 on them, tanks to have nets around them, they look silly as hell though. Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, like, drones, I'm not very good at killing, like, M1 Abrams, right? Like, there's been, like, a few, they don't do just enough damage. Like, they do enough damage to the Russian light tanks, but just not enough damage to the Western tanks. So it's just kind of like, the advent of drone warfare is screwing specifically just Russian-type tanks, and not, Western-type heavier tanks, which is kind of based. I can respect that. You know, the Russians lose, as always. Literally since 1914, the Russians have just been on a lose streak. Like, I haven't gotten anything done. Politicians are probably fight a ring in WWE style instead of having wars. Yeah, but then imagine this. Then you would just have, like, the guy from Idiocracy as the president of the United States. Because he'd be the only one left. Right? He'd be like... he would just start throwing fists with every other politician in existence. And literally would just, like... We would just have Hulk Hogan as a president. Like, I feel like that's the kind of the problem. Is once you start basing it off physical strength, then you kind of just have the big guys in charge. And man, as a small guy myself, I would be very scared if there was a big guy in charge. I would be terrified. You know, but if Hulk Hogan was in charge, he'd be like, all big guys get a $500 subsidy, and as a small guy, I would be excluded. And then if you'd ever have any political opponents, you could just fist fight them, and then I would then it would be terrible for me. Then only the big guys would have representation. I would be lost. What currency is that? I'm pretty sure that's Swiss. I mean, after we kicked their best teams in ass in hockey? Yep. Yeah, I mean, like... There have just been huge losses. Like after 1914, you know, they finally got industrialization. But it was Soviet industrialization, so it was all super corrupt and inefficient. And then the Soviet Union also collapsed, and then they lost their whole empire. And then Russia's also proceeding to try to kill itself. So, a bunch of separatist movements there now, and it's like, it's not looking great for them. Like, isn't Mexico about to surpass Russian GDP? Let's see. 1.68 trillion. Oh, wait, never mind. 2 trillion? Alright, no, it looks like 1.8 trillion is mostly greed. Alright. And Russia's like 2 trillion? Yeah. So almost, they're like, imagine, like, Mexico could fund a war against Russia. They have the same amount of money. Like, if the Mexicans have as much money as you do, then, like, are you really a world power anymore? Like, are you just, like, China's little bitch? Like, respectfully? Am I damned to lose every game? There you are. Soviet industrialization was extremely efficient. It efficiently killed millions. No, I'm not, like, they had economic growth during the Great Depression, sure. But I'm talking about, it doesn't work out long term with the incentive structures. That's all. Like, it can work fine for a few years. And after a while, everybody's like, why don't I just take money? Why am I working hard for it? Like, for instance, I can have motivation to clean the dishes once, but if I get asked to do it every week, I'm gonna be kind of pissed off. It's kind of the same deal. I feel like the first year you're asked to work for the greater good, you're like, okay. But by the third year, you're like, this is fucking lame. I'm not getting anything out of this. I barely have food. Why am I working for the greater good? I can just relax and get food anyways. I get the same amount of food whether I do good work or not. And then there's China, which is the best of both worlds. Except it's not. I mean, China has a lot of problems as well. The whole lack of competition, because everybody, like, there's just like a few mega corporations owned by the state that you literally can't do anything against because they're owned by the states. What are you supposed to do? Fucking sue them? That's not really gonna work out. They can just steal your intellectual property free. Can't do shit. Wasn't there, like, isn't that what happened to the CEO of Alibaba? He was like, guys, I think there should be more free capital hanging around in China, and then the government was like, nah, it's interrupting our great Soviet. No, get out of here. So that he was silenced for trying to more free trade and competition. And also, like, there's a lot of Chinese students I talk to here, and they're all like, yeah, I fucking hate. What was it? Who owns WeChat? Fuck, I forgot the name. Do you guys know the WeChat people who owns that? Yeah, okay. They hate whoever owns WeChat because they have like a massive monopoly on a lot of different tech industries, and they just straight up steal work from other people without paying them, and there's nothing that other people can do because, you know, as a pretty much a state sponsored monopoly, the people in charge of WeChat pretty much get a free reign to do whatever the fuck they want. And they're very disliked in China for that, and they're also like becoming very stagnant, like a lot like our Apple, where they have no competition, so everything, like, they don't improve anything, and nobody like. But it's even worse than Apple because since the state sponsors them, what are you even supposed to do? You can't do anything. The state says they're good, and you're supposed to cope and seethe, I guess. Anybody know that? Nobody knows the name of this company. Who owns WeChat? Is it? It's not ByteDance. No, that's a TikTok one. Why don't look it up? You guys are useless. Tencent. Yeah, I'm talking about Tencent. Yeah, there's a lot of Chinese people here don't like Tencent. That's what I was talking about. But that said, Tencent does produce really good anime, so you know what? They're at least providing more competition in that field. And we in Swiss have almost 1 billion USD. What do you mean? Second state sponsored competition ban. Yeah. But it also means that, well, at least you have something functioning. But it also means that, like, I guess since the state has their hands in it, they can also force the company to do cool stuff, like, you know, lowering prices if they're price gouging or something. Which is kind of, so there's, like, you know, it's a different style of monopoly, which are worse than our monopolies in some way and better than our monopolies in some way. Because the government having a hand in their monopolies means that they even have more power, but that also means the government has some power over the monopoly as well. So there's a little bit of monopoly going both ways. You know, everybody's having a good time. Everybody's like, man, we can just exploit poor people, and then the government says, well, yes, but you can't exploit them too hard. And so it's like a in-between stance, I guess. I don't want to set this up. You can't upgrade turbines? How do you have turbines? You have smokestacks. If you have turbines, I'll be slightly concerned. Tencent owns fucking everything digital now? Yeah, Tencent owns a lot of things digital. I mean, like, they literally just have the captive Chinese market, so they have an infinite money glitch. And then they can just buy up everything else in Western companies. So, it kind of helps. It's just infinite money from your Chinese market, and then you can just take over other markets using that money. So, you know, kind of gotta respect the Chinese grind, though. They kind of, like, have, like, making monopolies and owning foreign companies, like, down pat. Like, if anything, that's, like, Chinese soft power is kind of, like, huge now. Because they just own so much shit in other countries. And they're almost, and it's also, like, the Chinese are almost investing more in the U.S. as that, like, American companies are, like the, factories that are being opened by Chinese companies to produce shit in the U.S., while American companies aren't. It's like, well, maybe there's some good things for us. Because apparently, and then it works, and it's like, oh, well, American companies could have been opening factories this entire time in the U.S. and it can work, and the Chinese have to do it. I thought they were the bad guys. How long are you gonna stream now? I'm probably gonna end it after this lobby. I'm gonna be honest. I have to eat lunch, and I do have a math midterm tomorrow. Okay, I have a math midterm. I can't just stream forever. The math midterm tomorrow makes it so that I actually am scared. A little bit scared for that, because I have a B in that class right now, and I need a B to pass, pretty much, for my major. So I'm a little bit stressed about it. So I do have to study after this. I'm gonna go in there and be like, what's up, my integrals? And, you know, integrals actually, they're terrified of me. They always see me, they're like, no, please, don't solve us. And then I solve them. And then I actually don't solve integrals. I solve, like, calculus. Whatever that means. I'm pretty mid at it. I'm very confused how I want to set this up again. Kind of scared for a, scared for a tier 3 here. There we go. You know, I'm very happy. I really still need to make a build for this, but, like, this also just kind of does work. And the mace blueprint, and also should protect the core from getting shot here. I do have purple tech, right? I can go shotguns then as well. Shotgun purple tech is kind of based. Oh, my bad. Does this land anywhere useful? I hope so. Land on back base? Very back base even. Okay. I get behind that. Not gonna get shut down. That is. My whole class failed calculus 1 is cursed in my college. What was it? Was it too difficult or something? What happened? Like, was it just you that passed, or you were like alone in the next calculus class? It was like calculus 2, and you were just like, you were sitting there. But it's actually crazy how few people come to the lectures. Like, when it's like test time, like the entire lecture hall is full, and when it's lecture time, it's like a third full. And I'm just like, what are you guys doing? What do you have to do that's better than coming to the lectures? Like, surely there's nothing better. Like, the lectures, I feel like, are the most OP shit, like, imaginable, at least, like, time use wise. I feel like just because, like, you're in an environment that forces you to focus, it's OP. And then most people just, like, don't show up, and I'm just like, why? And it's terrible. Double and triple integrals can be tricky. I don't know. I'm not there yet. When I do get there, I'm gonna kill myself. And then, you know what? I won't have to deal with it anymore. Be peak. I'm gonna get some shotguns here as well. Oh yeah, just go with cannons. Cannons are also kind of just good. Cannons are kind of meta, actually. Because cannons you can just shoot, and then they can kill all the very high explosive stuff this stuff adds. And they're not gonna kill me, right? Uh-oh. That is very bad for that guy. Goodbye. Imagine that you're dead. Goodbye. They're actually easier because the teachers decide that double, triple integral will be easy, but when it's normal integral, I'd rather die. Oh, that is true. Like, usually, like, it really annoys me when the teacher just has, like, a question, and then they decide, nah, we're just gonna put a bunch of weird, like, decimals and stuff, just to make the calculation harder for some reason. I'm just like, but you didn't have to do that. And I'm like, nah, you like decimals, right? And then I just do a bunch of math with a bunch of, like, fractions. I was like, why? We literally could have just put hold on. It's the same process. It's just that now I have to do more work. There is no difference. When you have to do a sum of triple integral to find torsion force, tension, and different, it does get tricky. Yeah, I don't. You're just saying magic words. Like you could be saying like, you know, when you have to combine the Oculus lens with the mechanical gears, it really just does get the mathematical prediction of the flight model gets really tough. You know, you could just be saying words like that, and I would have the same opinion. I have no idea. I used all my fancy words. You love thinking. I'm solving it only to return to the original equation after half a page of writing. Thinking is kind of fun though. That is true. Like people who just like sitting in front of a TV all day. I don't know. At least like have to do something. And it's also like I just feel like this is just because I play video games. But I'm like, I'm sure video games are healthier than TV because you're actually doing something, and you're thinking sometimes. TV is too passive for me. Sometimes I'm like, there's nothing happening. Why am I not just exploding somebody? Why is this man going howitzers as well? I don't understand. Seems kind of ass play. Uh-oh, that's a lot of deck guns. How are they gonna deal with this one? Answer, they're not. Perfectly argued to that man's score. He wasn't prepared. Is this going to be the end of me for real? But I also feel basically the teacher had this very cool argument. If it's really easy for me, so it's hard to explain when you ask something. Okay. I can understand that because that is what I do during my stream. I'm like, I don't know, this shit's easy. As a man with 2,000 hours in this game, I don't understand why you with like 4 don't understand what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Don't understand why I couldn't fire there, but it doesn't matter. I kill this man now. Alright, he does die. Oh, you missed. Big L. What? He shut it down? That's rude. Alright. I mean, as long as they keep missing the howitzers, it's no big deal. Like, they're determined to just never hit. Which is kind of based. Respect that. Alright. Owie. Really? Was my teammate shotgun? No, my teammate did just shoot down my own howitzers. Not howitzers, deck guns. Yeah, same thing, small howitzers. You fool, I have a wall of metal. You can't do that. Wall of metal OP against howitzers. Who has time to watch a whole cloud stream? Nobody. That's why you guys switch out when one of you guys gets tired. Oh, I should actually like hotkey this. Prioritized hotkey number 1. No metal? Shit. Spent too much defending. Oh my god, why did you build a door? No, I'm out of metal. Anyways. Oh, that didn't even hit the gunner. Now my teammate's how that gun's gonna land now though. He does seem out of shotguns. Very nice. That's his AA tower dead, so that means the next deck gun should be able to get through. We make fun of our teacher because sometimes we sound like a rada dude from Chowder. Nice. You have to wake up at 4 AM. I'm still watching till the ends. I mean, this is probably the last game here. Especially because I'm about to lose, so I'm about to rage quit after this. I'm very known for my rage quitting habits. Oh, you know what? OP shotgun. Whatever. Really? That one hit me? Nice, nice. And then the second set of deck guns get through. I imagine these are just going to be the finishing move here. That didn't kill him. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked that Howitzer is still alive. Thank God they don't have a sniper. Otherwise, I would be completely dead right about now. I should actually shoot at the front base here. I don't even know if that'll hit the front base. I'm hoping it does. Is that too short? My calculus teacher is the coolest. Well, I'm happy to hear that. At least somebody here likes their calculus teacher, okay? Like, if somebody's having fun, that's good. I'm happy to hear that not everybody just has terrible teachers. Like, my teachers are actually pretty good. I like my calculus teacher. He's very chill and reasonable. And he's very open to questions. And he tries to his best to explain it. Like, I understand that he's also, like, a fucking, probably, like, uber genius or something. Because he went to, like, Oxford and stuff, but he tries. And that's all that matters. And I think he's Serbian, so he's also cool. That is 2 deck guns. You spend 10 million to do one sign? Do sign 1 billion? Why? Just for fun? I can't think of a good reason. Aw. Now, oh, my teammate got it. Huge. I mean, I guess if you really just do enjoy... Oh, I was not paying... I did not realize they fired another house. There's a lot of explosives happening, so I'm not sure exactly what is actually dangerous to me or not. Okay. Aim, I guess. Ah, there goes some of their howitzers. And EMP'd. Uh-oh. That is exposed howitzer right there. I think that's GG. Respectfully. It's over. Teammate knows what a sniper is. Nice. I don't know what a sniper is. Is that it? That looks like a lot of deck guns. Yeah. Oh, it's just the core left. GG. That was certainly a game. Anyway, that was 3 games, right? Yeah, somebody has 3 wins. That means it is time for me to do homework for my math midterm tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll be back probably on Tuesday for streaming. Other than that, see ya.